an hour and a half away from kickoff. It's the return game of the Copa del Rey semi-finals, a Clásico, Barça against Real Madrid. We have a 1-0 lead from the first leg, and we are one step away from making it to the final. A big day today at Spotify Camp Nou. Let's head over there where we have our colleague Bruno Ballester pitchside. Bruno, we already know what Real Madrid's lineup is. Today it's going to be a big day at the Spotify Camp Nou.
Yes, hello and good afternoon. Let's start analyzing this lineup that you have there on your screens from Real Madrid. Today with a really offensive lineup, starting with Thibaut Courtois on goal, with a back four with Carvajal, Militao, David Alaba, who is back, and also Camavinga playing as left back. Two defensive midfielders there. We see Toni Kroos. Also we have in our screens Modric, but careful because also Fede Valverde can be playing in that position. Up front, three players like Vinicius, in this case Valverde, but as we say, Modric also can be in that position. And Rodrigo, and as striker number 9, Karim Benzema. So Ancelotti going with everything. Of course, he knows that the team needs to win, to have options to reach the final. A draw is not enough for Real Madrid. Offensive lineup with also resources on the bench, many more than for Barcelona with all the absences. Madrid that just have one confirmed player that won't be in the squad list, that is Mendy. More resources for Ancelotti. This is the starting lineup. We are here at the Spotify Camp Nou. Doors have opened just 5 minutes ago. We of course expect an incredible atmosphere today here. It's going to be the 5th Clásico of the official season. Barcelona won 3, the one in the Super Cup, the first leg of the Cup, and also the one of the league a couple of weeks ago. Real Madrid just won 1 in October in the first game of La Liga. So it's the 5th one, Robert. We of course have high expectations. We want to be in the 43rd final of the Copa del Rey in our history.
We will know that in about 3 hours. Thank you, Bruno. We'll come back to you in a little bit. But outside of the Spotify Camp Nou, we also have our colleague Carla Garcia, who's going to be talking to some fans today. Carla, where are you?
Robert, we are here outside the Spotify Camp Nou on the Barça Boulevard next to the stadium. As you can see, there are a lot of Barça fans who are looking forward this 3rd Clásico of 2023. They are looking forward to this game. They are already prepared for it, and they know they will be so important in order to achieve the win, because this will be a decisive match. We are looking forward also to know how are they feeling before this decisive match, just in a few minutes.
Right, thank you, Carla. Yes, we'll be looking forward to hearing from our fans. Are they optimistic with today's outcome? After the last few Clásicos, we've beaten them 3 consecutive times. We want that to be 4. Let's head back to pitchside with Bruno Ballester. Bruno, I want to ask you, what do you think the key to tonight's game is going to be? I'm asking you, I'm asking the fans as well. Do you think the key would be to score early, to defend like in the first leg, or to control emotions? That might be important today.
Yes, Robert. I will say a little bit of everything, of course, because yes, it's going to be important to control these emotions. Today, it's all or nothing. You have a place in the Copa del Rey final in play. Of course, if you defend like in the first leg, you will be playing that final, because if you keep a clean sheet today with a 0-0 draw, for example, it's a result that it's positive for Barça, and the team will qualify for that one. And well, in first option, score early, we will also help for Barca's confidence for sure. I will go for option number 2, because if we defend well, we will be for sure in that final. Let's see people at home what they think about it. Zoro says option number 1 to score early. Thomas is going for option number 3 to control emotions. Ace going for option number 1. Estela going also for option number 1 to score early. So yeah, basically between score early and control emotions are the options that the fans are giving us.
And Bruno, our fans today have another chance to win a signed jersey from 2 of our players, from Koundé and from the hero of the last Clásico.
Absolutely, the hero, Presidente Franck Kessié. They can win a shirt signed by Presidente, by Kessié, also from Jules Koundé. The only thing fans have to do is to click on the link that they have on the live chat register there, and they will have chances to win. Two incredible jerseys signed from these two really important players this season for Barça, like Koundé and Kessié. So I would love to have the one from Kessié after the goal he scored here at the Camp Nou. Always special memories for the whole life when someone scores in a Clásico. I remember, of course, Ibrahimovic, Mathieu, now, of course, Kessié. Well, these kind of players that are coming away from other countries, that when they score in a Clásico, they are always in our history. So, yeah, it would be great to win one of those shirts.
It would be indeed, Bruno. Why don't we take a look back at what happened in the first leg? A script that you like more than I did, but the outcome was good. So let's take a look at what happened in that game, in the first leg. One in which Barca had several absences, like we do today, but they got the job done.
Oh, exactly. It's important to take into account all the absences that Barça got that day. It was a tough match at the Santiago Bernabéu, decided just by one goal, and in this case an own goal by Eder Militao. I don't know if we have the images to show all our people at home what happened in that match, but yeah, it was difficult for Barça. But after that goal, they knew how to defend, how to suffer, and Robert, that's, I think, the most important thing. Not the best game as we like to win always, following our style, our way of playing, being better than the rival and having possession. It was not the case, but also I think in football and nowadays a little bit more, you have to have more resources and know also how to defend and how to play these kind of matches, because it's also important to take into account that you have an opponent against you, and in this case Madrid are one of the best teams in the world.
Yeah, sorry, we were showing you highlights of the Supercopa game. We'll save that for later. I don't know if we can go back to the Copa del Rey highlights, if we can see what happened in that first leg at the Santiago Bernabéu game, which was a month ago already. A lot has happened since then. But yeah, a game in which Barca were playing against the odds with all of the absences. A game in which Real Madrid did manage to push Barca back, in which we defended very well. One of the stats that everyone likes, of course, Bruno, is that Real Madrid didn't have a single shot on target in that game.
Yes, and I have to say that, of course, I was there just behind Ter Stegen's goal. The feeling was that, of course, Madrid was dominating, having the ball, but not creating the chances at all. As you mentioned, no shots on target. There was just one shot of target from the edge of the box in the second half that was a little bit dangerous. But yeah, Barca felt really comfortable defending, especially Marcos Alonso was one of the key players in defense. Let's see today if he starts or not, because of course with the injury of Christensen has many numbers to start playing there. But yeah, Robert, I think the performance at the back was an incredible one, and also Barca got the chance. That one of Kessié, remember that Ansu blocked almost on the line in favor to have the possibility to increase the gap. So let's see what happens today. But I think it's going to be a completely different match, because Barca at the Camp Nou are going to try to win and score goals.
Yes, indeed. It was unfortunate that we weren't able to score that second goal when it was so close. But we are seeing the highlights, and mostly in that game, the threat from Real Madrid came from crosses. They put in a lot of crosses that day. Ter Stegen didn't really have to intervene. There was the Vinicius cross, of course, which Ter Stegen parried away. And then there was a shot by Rodrigo near the end of the game, which went just wide. But other than that, as we said before, Real Madrid didn't shoot on target. They did dominate in terms of possession, but Barca had the better opportunities. We'll see if the script today is more like that game at the Bernabeu, or if it's more like the one in La Liga. We'll have to wait and see. We're about an hour and a quarter away. We're waiting for Barca's lineup. I would say that this is a good time to go back out to the Esplanada, to the Boulevard, where Carla Garcia has been talking to some fans, as we're just now seeing the opportunity we were talking about. Kessié, they're denied, unfortunately, by Ansu Fati. And yes, well, unfortunately, that wasn't a 2-0. Right, back to outside the Boulevard of Camp Nou with our colleague Carla Garcia with some fans.
I'm next to Salman and Wasim, and they will tell where they are from. Where are you from?
We are from France.
And is it your first time here at Spotify Camp Nou? They are so happy today.
But for the Clásico, it's my first time, yes. Yes.
And how do you imagine the atmosphere that you will experience here at Spotify Camp Nou?
Incredible. I hope we will win against Real Madrid for the last Clásico. It will be so good.
What do you think that, for example, will be the game, like a result? Can you try with a result?
A result 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, but 2-1 for me, Barcelona.
Who will be the first scorer?
Lewandowski and Rafinha.
Are you sure?
Sure, sure. It's impossible. We will win this game. It's impossible we lost.
And how will you celebrate the goals?
Oh.
Try it.
Yes! Vamos! Vamos!
They are so happy, and they think that Barça will win today.
Thank you, Carla. Right, back to pitchside, Spotify Camp Nou. Bruno, we don't have the lineup yet. The fans are gradually making their way into Spotify Camp Nou. Tonight, as Xavi said, Real Madrid need to feel the pressure.
Absolutely. I mean, pressures for Madrid. We can see it with Ancelotti's lineup that basically Madrid need a win to have chances, because of course a win just by 1 goal will mean to go to extra time and possible penalty shootout. Doesn't mean that Madrid just winning today are going to be in the final. No, they need to win at least by 2 goals of difference, and if not, the game will be decided, yes, in the extra time or in the penalty. So that's important, of course, to take into account that Madrid needs something else than just a victory and a win. And I think in Ancelotti's lineup we can see that he will probably risk. Let's see if Barça can use also the resources to hurt Real Madrid in that aspect. Robert, we are still waiting for the lineup. I'll imagine it will be published shortly, but we are all excited to see also who's going to be starting for FC Barcelona today.
Of course, we are. I'd say we're minutes away, because the lineup usually comes out about an hour and a quarter before. That's where we are right now, an hour and a quarter before this nail-biter, the return leg of the semi-finals of the Copa del Rey. This is the 4th Clásico, Bruno, that we're playing this year. We have different Clásicos that we played. All 3 have been wins, and I want to have a look at them individually and ask the fans, which one do we think we can draw most conclusions from? Is it the Supercopa one? Is it the Copa del Rey one? Is it the Liga one? What do you think, Bruno, as we take a look at these highlights individually? Let's start with the Supercopa one, for example.
I will say probably the good reference is the last league game, I will say. Because, of course, the Super Cup was in January. Many things have happened, I think, since January. The first leg of the Copa del Rey, we all know that was kind of a strange game, especially for Barça, taking into account all the absences. So we have to say, I think, that the League One, the recent one, is the one we can take more conclusions. Also because it was also kind of all or nothing for Real Madrid, that last Clásico, not for Barça. So it's kind of similar situation. Barça are with advantage before starting the game. Let's see how this affects to Real Madrid and also to the Blaugranas.
Indeed, we're looking at the highlights of that Supercopa, the game in which Barca most dominated, the one that Xavi said yesterday in the press conference that should be the reference for this game. The idea is to play like we did that day. Of course, that day we did have the likes of Christensen, we had Pedri, for example, who scored that day. We also had Frenkie de Jong. All of them are absences today. We do get Rafinha back. He wasn't there at the weekend. Obviously, there was the Copa del Rey game, which in terms of the injuries that we have, is similar. We've talked about it. That day we didn't have, who didn't we have? We didn't have Pedri, we didn't have Dembélé either. We had several absences, and Barca fought through anyway. It was a fantastic win at Santiago Bernabeu. We've talked about it already. A game in which, well, we didn't dominate the way we usually do, but we did manage to defend for our lives, really.
Yes, a really good performance for FC Barcelona that day. Robert, we have Barca's lineup published seconds ago on our Twitter account. Let's see who is starting today for Barca. Today with Marc-André ter Stegen in goal, Araujo, Jules Koundé, Marcos Alonso and Alejandro Balde forming the back four. In midfield, Sergio Busquets, Franck Kessié and Sergi Roberto up front, Gavi, Lewandowski and Rafinha. So again, 4 midfielders, 4-3-3 with Gavi as a winger. And to comment the lineup, a special guest today on Barca Live, we have here Sara Salahpour. Hello, Sara.
How are you, Bruno? Hello, Barca Live. Hello, Robert. Hello, everyone in Barca Studios. I'm excited to join you guys.
Sara, first question. I have to ask you about Barca's lineup, your thoughts after this 11.
I like it, of course. I love that Araujo starting in the right back. And I love Gavi kind of as a false winger. He knows how to face Real Madrid. He scored against Real Madrid. And he played in a very similar position in the Supercopa in the final. So I'm feeling very positive about this lineup.
We are probably missing De Jong there in midfield,
Of course,
Christensen in defense, but they're good players to replace them, in this case with Marcos Kessie and Roberto in midfield, that they've been performing well, especially last Clásico, so we have to stay calm and happy with this lineup.
For sure, you talk about Kessie, and he scored in the last minute of the last Clásico. That happened right here as well. He scored over there on the other side of the pitch. So these players, they're ready. Of course, we're going to miss out on Frankie de Jong and Christensen, but I think that our players are very talented, and they're going to give it their all to be able to reach the final, because it's a big game tonight, Bruno.
Yes, Robert, I think Sarah can hear you also if you have some questions for her.
Well, yes, Sarah, a question for you and a question, of course, for our fans. From 1 to 10, level of excitement.
Ooh, level of excitement. I mean, is that a question, Robert? You're always going to get a 10, but I'm going to go 12 out of 10, because this is a semi-final. It's win or go home, and I truly think that we're going to win. I think we're coming off the back of a very good win against Elche after the international break, so I think we're going to win, and we're going to make it to the final, face Osasuna, and hopefully lift our 32nd Copa del Rey title in Barca's history.
Yes, it will be the 43rd final. It's incredible, the numbers of Barca. We are the kings of the competition, sir, and we have to play a good game today to be there in Seville, 6th May. That's the date. We want to be there.
Yes, we do. Hopefully we'll be there. Let's manifest it to the world. Culés, manifest it to all your friends that we're going to be there on May 6th for the final of the Copa del Rey.
Sarah, I did want to ask you, because I'm sure you're more of an expert than I am on this subject. We do have, if the fans want to get all pumped up for this Clásico, a Clásico playlist on Spotify.
We do. We have the Matchday playlist to get you guys in the mood for El Clásico. There are so many good songs, from different genres, reggaeton, rock. There's some Rosalía hits on there as well, so make sure you guys go ahead and check out all our socials, because we have posted the Matchday playlist there, and go get in the mood for El Clásico.
And Sarah, I also want to ask you, what sort of content can our fans be expecting today on our social media?
Okay, well, actually, I don't know what time is right now. And once the warm-up starts, we're going to be going live on Instagram for about 10 to 15 minutes.
7:51.
Okay, so about 10 more minutes, we're going to be going live on Instagram to show you guys the real warm-up right in front of your eyes. And of course, if we win, we're going to be on the pitch. Also, Instagram live post-game. So make sure you guys stay tuned to that. And of course, we'll have like the locker room videos, all of those exclusive images just on our social media channels. So make sure you guys stay tuned, and I hope, of course, we win. The most important thing is to get the win tonight.
It's not going to be easy, Sarah.
It's not going to be easy, no.
We can do it.
Of course, I'm confident.
And Sarah, we'll let you go, of course, but not without a prediction. Score and goal scorers.
I knew it. Okay, so I was live on TikTok this morning, and I gave my prediction, so I'm going to stick with that same prediction. I'm going to go with the same prediction as the Spanish Super Cup final, the 3-1.
Optimistic, really optimistic.
Yeah, I'm going to go with 3-1. I'm not going to go clean sheet. I feel like Mai would kill me right now because I'm not going with a clean sheet. But I'm going to go 3-1, and I think Gavi, Araujo, and you know what? Presidente otra vez. Kessie. I'm going to go with those three. Yeah.
I like your brave prediction there, Sarah.
Yes,
well, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us, Sarah. Always a pleasure to have you back. I'm sure that the fans appreciate you coming as well, because you're a fan favorite, as you well know. And I hope you get your prediction right.
I hope so too. Good luck, guys. We'll see you soon.
Thank you. Bruno, I'm going to keep you because you told us what the lineup is, but I want to know your thoughts on this lineup. The 4 midfielders, obviously limited options with all of the absences that we have. Just a reminder for the fans, there's no Christensen, he is injured. There's no de Jong, he's also injured. There's no Pedri, and there's no Dembélé, also injured.
Yes, Sarah here leaving our position, going for all the content on our social media channels. You can have one screen with our program Barça Live, another one on the Instagram Live. You can, of course, for sure at home, combine all your screens, all your devices. It's a busy day also for all our social media channels. And Robert, yes, about Barca's lineup, I think it's the best lineup that Xavi can introduce today, taking into account, of course, all the absences. Remember, Pedri, Dembélé, Christensen and Frankie de Jong, 4 really important players. For starters, we will say, from our team. But in the case of Marcos Alonso replacing Christensen, I like it. Marcos did an incredible job at the Santiago Bernabeu. He's performing incredibly well in that left centre-back. The other day, for example, against Elche, was also performing incredibly well. He's doing it fantastic everything. So I'm confident with Marcos, not just, of course, in defense. Also, as you know, in set pieces, he's a player taking corner kicks, free kicks, can be also decisive and important. Also finding headers if he is not the one taking set piece. And in the case of midfield, confident with Kessie and Roberto that apparently we can say would be substitute if Pedri, De Jong would be available. But we are talking about two players that are also in form. Kessie and Roberto were key players in the last Clásico, scoring both goals, but not just scoring the goals, also really important in all the combinations and in all the work of the team. So I'm happy with the lineup, and of course we have in the bench important players up front, just like Ferran and Ansu. If we need them, if the things doesn't start as we want, or Madrid scores the opening goal, like it happened in the league game, well, we have that resource with players like Ferran and Ansu.
Definitely, and we saw at the weekend that they're back into scoring shape, and we hope that they can keep it that way. I want to ask our fans, I want to ask you, Bruno, as well, to rate this lineup from 1 to 10. Let us know your thoughts, what you would have done differently, obviously taking into account all of these absences that we have. Rate the lineup from 1 to 10, and Bruno and I will be reading some of your comments. I'm going to give it, I'd say, an 8 out of 10, because I'm always a fan of when we go out with 3 forwards. But this has worked in the past, the 4 midfielders, and I'm looking forward to seeing how we do today.
Okay, I'm gonna go for 8.5, Robert, a little bit more than you. Of course, I have to say I'm missing Pedri. I've been missing him for this last month and month and a half that we are waiting to Pedri, because he's someone that we love to see in a football field. And I always need him in my lineup, and I'm missing especially Pedri, because I mean De Jong and Christensen, I also miss them, but recently we've been they have been in the lineup, except for the last weeks that they went out injured. So I'm missing Pedri a lot. And here on the live chat, well, I'm reading many 8s, 9s, also I see some 10s, Robert. So yeah, this means that people are also enjoying and liking this lineup from Xavi Hernandez.
Definitely. There's a comment from Daniela Esmeraldo saying, I trust this lineup, let's go. I trust this lineup as well. I mean, I also like how Sergi Roberto's been doing lately in midfield. His contributions have been key. He scored in the last Clásico today. Let's see if he can repeat that today. And also, of course, lots of interesting duels that are going to be happening today. Obviously, everyone will highlight the Araujo versus Vinicius. We'll see how that goes. Generally, Araujo's done very well against Vinicius. But then, of course, there's Koundé and Marcos and Balde having to guard the Benzema and Rodrigo duo as well. There's the battle in midfield with Modric, Kroos and Valverde. On the other side, of course, we've got Gavi. We'll see how he plays today, with what intensity he plays. I imagine he'll be at 130% as he usually is, and motivated by everything that's being said about him, Bruno, recently.
Yes, absolutely. We are used, I think, here in Barcelona to this kind of campaigns coming from Madrid in last weeks. One of them, of course, has been against Gavi. But I don't think Gavi is paying many attention on what the papers have to say, what radio stations are saying, or televisions. I think he's just focused on FC Barcelona. He's so young, 18 years old. Xavi mentioned it in the preview press conference yesterday. He's a really mature player, of course, taking into account his age. He's just 18 years old. Actually, the other day, Alex Garrido was debuting for Barça, and looking at the images, we were saying, wow, look at this young kid achieving his dream. Well, at least he's 19. We are talking about a player, Gavi, that is 18 years old. It's, of course, consolidated on our team, and it's impressive to see him playing always, but especially against Real Madrid.
Right, Bruno, we are very close now to 8 o'clock. That will mean that it will be 1 hour until kickoff. We're waiting for the players to step onto the field. Is the stadium gradually filling up?
Yes, we start seeing the stadium now. With people arriving. I don't think we're gonna have the same attendance like in the league, because it was, I think, the best one you can have, taking into account that there is this part of the stadium that is, some seats that are not available for all the works on the new stadium. We have to say that it's Easter holidays here in Barcelona, many people that are away, but also, people from other countries that will have the experience to enjoy this Clásico. There's going to be a full Camp Nou for sure, but probably a little bit less than the number of the league game.
Right, well, we're close to an hour away. Let's go.
demostrar que els podem tornar a guanyar, no? I juguem a casa, davant de la nostra afició. Penso que demà ha de ser una olla a pressió, com va ser el dia de la Lliga, i juguem a casa i nosaltres doncs, això ho hem d'aprofitar, no? Que la gent vingui a animar-nos, que estem molt motivats i molt il·lusionats.
We are one step away from the final of the Copa del Rey. To make that, we need to win tonight, or maybe a draw, but we prefer a win against Real Madrid in a Clásico at the Spotify Camp Nou with the 1-0 advantage from the first leg. 1 hour away from the game, we have both lineups. Bruno, refresh our memories.
Yes, let's start with FC Barcelona today, playing with Marc-André ter Stegen in goal, with Araujo, Koundé, Marcos Alonso and Balde in the back four. Midfield for Sergio Busquets, Kessie, Sergi Roberto up front, Gavi, Lewandowski and Rafinha. For Real Madrid today, Thibaut Courtois in goal, Carvajal, Militao, Alaba, Camavinga in the left back. Two defensive midfields there for Kroos, and we have to see if it's Modric or Fede Valverde, with Vinicius, Rodrigo and same Fede or Modric just behind Benzema, that is the striker of Real Madrid, number 9.
Right, thank you very much, Bruno. We'll be coming back to you in a little bit, but I haven't yet presented our co-stars here in the studio. We have a lot to talk about, so let's get to it. Right, guys, Irati Vidal, Spencer Siegel, how are you feeling when we're about an hour away from this game?
Excited.
Ooh, welcome.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Excited.
Let's get the Barca lineup back on our screens, please. The lineup formed by ter Stegen in goal, Araujo, Koundé, Marcos, and Balde at the back, with Busquets, Kessie, Gavi, and Sergi Roberto in midfield, and up front Rafinha and Lewandowski. I want you fans to rate that lineup from 1 to 10. 1 the lowest score, 10 the highest score. Irati, your thoughts?
I'm not going to give 10 out of 10 because I think there's key players missing. I think, or at least I miss still Pedri, like Bruno said, but also Frankie de Jong in that midfield against Real Madrid. But I will give like an 8 out of 10, I think, because I mean the back is the best back we could have. And with the pieces that Barca has left out of injuries, I really like. I think Gavi in the Clásicos is always like brilliant, and also recovering Rafinha in that wing, it can also be really good.
Spence, your thoughts on the lineup, and what are the fans saying?
Yeah, I think that if we're looking, glass half full, I think injuries are a part of the game anyway. So I'm going to rate it based on the team that we have available to us. And for that reason, I'm going to go 9 out of 10, because I think this lineup is about as good on paper as you can put. Obviously, there are finer tactics that get involved once we get into the game. I can see that Madrid have already made a few with the lineup that they've put out. But this is, for me, what Xavi can do with the players that he has available, and that's all he can hope for. Pedri and Dembélé and Christensen and Frankie are not a part of this this meeting today. So let's see. I see a couple of 8s. Patrick and Ethan have 8. TB Gamer has 8. 8 seems to be the number that I'm seeing the most. Scrimmy has 7. It's a 7 for Lucas, 8 for Lizer and Brian. So 7s and 8s.
7s and 8s. All right. That's not bad, of course, taking into account the absences. I voted that as well because I always like a traditional 4-3-3 with 3 forwards. But anyway, let's go back to Spotify Camp Nou. Bruno, you're with our colleague from Barça TV Catalan, Marc Brau.
Yes, more guests today on Barca Live. Let me ask, first of all, Mark, to rate the lineup. Let's see if he's a little bit more optimistic than people in the live chat. Mark, we are rating the lineup. First of all, good afternoon, good evening.
Hello, good afternoon, good evening, Bruno.
Rate the lineup from 0 to 10. Your thoughts on that one?
Well, for me it's a 10, because when I see players of Barca only a few minutes to play a game like today, we have to put all our confidence in what the players can do today. I have to say that I'm very confident of tonight's game, because last time here, the last game in Camp Nou, I was in the same position. I think it was more or less the same hour that we are here. It's from hours. So we only want to win this game, and I hope that Barca will face a good game tonight.
Mark, how do you think it's going to affect Madrid's lineup with an strange 11, probably with two defensive midfielders there, with many strikers also up front going for the victory? They need to win if they want to have options to be in the final. How do you think this can affect Barca's plan?
It's important because it's the first time in this season that Ancelotti put three players of attack in the front of the opposition. We have to say that in the other games, usually Real Madrid like to play with Valverde in the right wing just to control the game, but they have to make something different because in the last games, okay, Barca's winning, but also Real Madrid didn't make a lot of opportunities to Barca goalkeeper. So I expect that maybe it can be some different because Real Madrid can put so much pressure in the front of the attack part, but this can be also good for Barca because Barca maybe, you know that Barca has a lot of quality to put the ball on the other box. So I hope that, okay, Real Madrid will be more confident today, but we hope that Barca will win tonight.
Mark, before you leave, give me some optimistic stats. Come on, I imagine you will have many of them.
Well, I'm going to explain what happened in the last few minutes here before to start the show. Is that Bruno said to me, okay, I'm not sure if Barca will win tonight because we have a lot of wins in a row, 3 wins in a row for Barca, a lot of wins for Barca. Sometimes maybe they can change something, but okay. But the last games where Real Madrid wins. So do you know what's the last time that Barca and Real Madrid made a draw? A draw. The last draw between Barca and Real Madrid was 4 years ago. Okay, I know that what we have to say is that Barca wants to win the game, but we know that that draw is also good for us to play the final. So maybe, I don't know if it's a good stat, but if the result final is a draw, Barca will win the final.
Well, thank you, Mark, for being here with us.
Okay.
Robert, I think you have also a question prepared for our studio panel and also people at home.
Well, I have a question, and I'll ask you guys as well. I'll ask you and Marbrao. I want to ask you and the fans what it is that worries you most about this game. I'm giving 3 options. It can be anything else, but one is the Real Madrid revenge factor with their transition game and all of the weapons that they have, but the Real Madrid revenge factor with the 3 wins that Barca have had against them lately. Number 2 is Barca's injuries, how that might affect. Or 3, the possibility of extra time and penalties, that which always worries me.
Well, okay, let me answer first of all, and then I'll leave Mark to give his answer. I'm going to say Madrid revenge, because, yeah, as Mark has been explaining minutes ago, well, I'm a bit worried because, yeah, it's true that in the last games, Barca has always been winning, and you say someday has to end this strike, Mark. But, yeah, what worries you the most about this game? We are asking to our people at home. The fact that, yeah, the revenge of Real Madrid, the fact of Barca's injuries, or possible extra time and penalties.
Well, okay, maybe the third option, because injuries, of course, they are so important for tonight's game because we miss so important players. Remember that Pedri, De Jong, Dembélé, and Christensen were in the lineup in the Super Cup final. That maybe it's one of the best games of the season. But I think that the third option, maybe the possibility to have an extra time of a shootout. I cannot imagine a penalty shootout against Real Madrid. I don't know if you can leave it. I don't know if you can be living this. A penalty shootout against Real Madrid maybe is the thing that is the worst thing that can happen today. But I think that Barca, instead of what I said before, a draw is also good for Barca, and it puts more pressure to Real Madrid. But okay, maybe it could be a new challenge to watch a penalty shootout here against Real Madrid.
I don't want to experience it, honestly. On the studio, Robert, at home, your opinions about what worries you the most about this game?
Yeah, thank you, Bruno. Thank you, Mark, as well, for joining us on the show. For the possibility of a penalty shootout against Real Madrid scares the life out of me.
Yeah.
That's my main worry of this. It's not the injuries. We've beaten them with injuries. The revenge factor, yeah, but they're always going to come out to try and beat you. The possibility of going to a penalty shootout worries me to death.
I think I totally agree with you. Like, I think when you go to a Clásico, you should not have any fear and not be scared of anything because you're playing at Spotify Camp Nou. But if I have to choose one of those, of course, is the penalties because, I mean, you can die of nerves there.
I mean, there's a lot to do with penalties if we get there and we're sitting in this and we're all going to have to huddle together and try to hold each other up and support each other and maybe make sure that our hearts are beating properly at that point. But I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever comes today. I'm not afraid of anything at this point. Let's go get it.
Right, as always, before the game, we have the words of one of our assistant coaches. Today, it was Oscar Hernandez talking to the Barça TV microphones. Listen to what he said before this game.
Doncs sí, Mario, com és habitual a les prèvies dels partits, avui...
As always, we're here with Oscar Hernandez before the game.
Com està l'equip? No sé si...
How is the team?
L'últim cop que vau trepitjar el Camp Nou ja va guanyar el Madrid i avui es pot tornar a fer.
Sí, we're hoping there'll be a repeat victory over Madrid tonight. Yeah, we're hoping for ourselves for another victory tonight. And just like we did a few weeks ago here at the Camp Nou. So changes obviously tonight with so many injuries. And there's a feeling tonight about controlling possession again. Yeah, we always want to have long possessions and avoid their counter-attacks, which is something they use a lot. They're very dangerous, and we have to work very hard to avoid that.
A la Copa I a la Lliga havien estat el mateix. Camavinga en principi lateral esquerre.
Camavinga, it looks like will play left back tonight, but it's an offensive side. Yes, they are an attacking side, it looks like. So we're going to be prepared for that, obviously, that they're going to be an attacking side tonight. And how do we control the emotional factor tonight with the chance of going into the cup final? Yeah, we've talked about that before the game. We need to control the emotions because little details decide games like this. So it's a 90-minute game that we have to have calmness and presence and keep our heads. Thank you.
Well, those were the words of our assistant coach, Oscar Hernandez, analysing what this game might be like. Right, let's head back outside of the Spotify Camp Nou. Carla Garcia talking to some more Barça fans. Let's see what they have to say.
Robert, imagine coming from Belgium. Vuelvo. Robert, imagine coming from Belgium only for the Clásico. That's what happens with Jeff and his family. First of all, good afternoon. Why are you here?
We are here only for El Clásico, Copa del Rey, and we saw it's Real Madrid, Barcelona. So my sons, they all play football, and we needed to come. For them, there's only one thing in Barcelona. It's like coming to the Sagrada Familia, coming to Paraguay, to see all the Clásicos. But for them, there's only one Clásico, and that's football. So we are now in Camp Nou, seeing the real match of the year. And so for them, there's only one reason to come to Barcelona. It's this match, it's this day.
And also, this is your first time here at Spotify Camp Nou, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'm very excited to be here, and I can't wait.
Really. What's going on through your mind right now?
I don't know. It's very exciting. I don't know.
If I tell you, for example, try a result, what would you think?
We all had I said it's gonna be 2-0. So it's gonna Barcelona 2 goals for them. I don't know what did you say next?
I hope it will be penalties, but of course Barcelona has to win. I am here to see Barcelona win.
And also to celebrate. How do you imagine the atmosphere here inside the Camp Nou?
Crazy. Really, I don't know.
He doesn't know.
Really impressed. I mean, even if the bus came and we presumed it's Madrid, and we already, yeah, it's true. We are for Barcelona. We are for Barcelona.
So the first scorer?
The first score?
Lewandowski. I hope Lewandowski scores a hat-trick. That would be. Hat-trick. Yeah.
We hope so. We hope so. Thank you, family.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Barcelona.
So we know that it will be a special game for them.
Thank you very much, Carla. I hope that Lewandowski scores a hat-trick as well. He is one of the options that we're going to give you for who will be the key player tonight. Bruno, we have selected Ronald Araujo, Gavi or Lewandowski. Choose 1, 2 or 3. Obviously, if you feel like it's someone else, let us know on the live chat as well. What do you think, Bruno?
I'm going to go for number 3, Robert. I think today we need the goals of Robert Lewandowski. He didn't score in the last 2 Clásicos. First leg in the Cup, of course, because he was not playing, and in the league we had other protagonists. So I think we need these goals of Lewandowski. I'm sure Benzema also will be extra motivated after scoring the hat-trick the weekend. Also hasn't been scoring in the last Clásico. So I'm going to go for Robert Lewandowski, option number 3. Let's see on the live chat people what are thinking. Ethan going for option 2, Gavi. Brian Moya going for also option number 3, in this case Lewandowski. Dreams going number 3, Lewandowski. Anais going for Gavi. Let's see, more opinions. Andriana going also for Gavi. And more people going for Lewandowski. Between Lewandowski and Gavi, not many Araujos, who also has to be important. Let's see, here we have Wall YouTube going for Araujo. Some people saying Ansu Fati, Jules Koundé, so also more names that are appearing there on the list.
And one that we hope will not be key. Obviously, we want him to have a good game, but we don't want him to be the protagonist. Is just about to step onto the pitch. Marc-Andre ter Stegen.
Yes, ter Stegen, who's going to start his warm-up shortly. It's another incredible battle, the one between ter Stegen and Thibaut Courtois. Let's hope, that ter Stegen can keep another clean sheet. The other day against Elche, he kept his 150th clean sheet in all his history for Barça. And here you can hear the Spotify Camp Nou. You may imagine who has stepped now into this grass is, of course, Thibaut Courtois, Real Madrid's goalkeeper, who's going to start a bit earlier than ter Stegen his warm-up.
Right, thank you, Bruno. We'll come back to you in a second. Courtois stepping on, ter Stegen about to start his warm-up. Guys, key player for you?
I think it's Ronald Araujo. Like today, you cannot concede, and Araujo has performed really well trying to stop Vinicius. Of course, today we will have more threats because Ancelotti has changed a little bit the lineup, but I think just mentally keeping Vinicius how he has kept all these Clásicos will be key.
Is the question limited to just
No, whoever you feel like
Barça
it might be.
players?
Oh. Well, we tend to ask for Barca players.
I understand, but key can also mean the most important element of the game. And Barca have shut down Vinicius every time. So Madrid are going to try to make a change. And I think that their change is pinching him in to the middle of the field, because Araujo continues to be on the outside. We see, right? He's going to start in the right back position to maintain Vinicius.
You said that the last time, and it didn't happen.
And it didn't happen. And now, if we look at Madrid's lineup, we can see that they've made this change where now all of a sudden there's this little diamond shape, at least based on what we've put out there, with Benzema, Vinicius, Rodrigo, and Valverde. I hope he doesn't do as well as Madrid want him to do tonight. But to me, he's key.
We'll see. We'll see how Vinicius fares, how Araujo does in that battle against him. We have our goalkeeper, Marc-Andre ter Stegen, on the pitch. The other day, he clinched his 150th clean sheet against Elche, 150th, in all of his Barca career in all competitions. Let's see if today he can keep his 151st. That would be 23 in the whole season, 2 in the Copa del Rey, 20 in La Liga. As always, we want to ask you, fans, and I'm asking you guys, let's keep track of this today. How many saves ter Stegen is going to make tonight? I think it might be a busy one for him tonight, so I'm going to go 4.
Ooh. I'm going to go 4.
3. 3? Spence?
I am going to stick with Robert. I'm going to go 4.
4, yeah. Okay. Fill the live chat with your predictions, your airplane predictions. I'm going to go 4 again, just so that fans can copy the emoji, because sometimes it's hard to find. So how many saves do you think that ter Stegen's going to make? And please answer that in airplane emojis, because ter Stegen is our own airplane. Now, Bruno Ballester, your thoughts?
I think it's going to be a busy day for ter Stegen today. I'm going to go for 3. 3 saves for ter Stegen. Madrid are playing with many forwards. I think we're going to see many goals today, so it's going to be important, I think, also the performances of both goalkeepers, so I'm going with 3.
Okay, Bruno, as always, you've prepared some entertainment for us and for the fans. Let's see how we do here in the studio. We started well the other day, then we started to fail miserably. Let's see how we do today. Guess the player as the first game, right?
Yes, so let's start with guess the player. My objective is to see if on the studio you can make it 100% in some of the games of today. Let's see if you can do it. Let's start guess the player with Irati Vidal. First image, we are finding players from the first leg of the Madrid-Barça the game at the Santiago Bernabeu a month ago. So that's the good clue that we give you to this guess the player. Let's see this first one, Irat, if you think who can be that one. Also at home, we're going to read you.
I think I know who that is.
We're terrible at this game.
Yeah,
The other games we're really good at. This one we're really bad.
Is it?
Just Irati. I know what my guess would be.
I feel like there's a signature run in there, no? With the chest puffed out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say it's.
Oh, but now I'm second guessing myself.
I have to guess. Can I say two? Is it Gavi?
I would definitely go right flank.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking right flank, but I don't know which one.
Also, I think that
Or Marcos Alonso.
our designer Luis failed to blur out the number on the shorts,
But it's-
which might give a clue.
On the short. It's like a 6, right?
That doesn't look like a 6 to me.
Well, I mean, Irat, I think that's
don't see
enough.
this far.
I think that's enough. I'm sorry, but it's not Gavi. Koviaks has been the one answering the first one correct in the live chat. It's Rafinha. Rafinha was the player that
That's
we
where
were
I was
looking
going.
for. So yeah, it was Rafinha. I'm sorry.
clue.
I'm
I was
sorry.
between Gavi and Marcos Alonso.
He didn't blur
so-
out the number. That was just the Barca crest.
Oh, wow. Good job, Luis. Sorry, I doubted you.
You just called out your brother.
I
for
called out my
nothing.
brother, and yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize. I was second guessing myself because I thought at one point it might be Araujo, but it did look like it was Rafinha. Yeah.
Well, okay. Okay, let's move on. Spencer Siegel.
Oh.
Second player that we want to find in this case the player. Let's see if you can know who is this one battling here with Rudiger in that area battle. Rudiger today not in the lineup. Who is this Barca player?
I can see that the number has been taken out from the back, which has made this much harder. Somebody rising to meet a header against
It's Rudiger,
Against
the
Rudiger.
defender.
Yeah, against Rudiger, that's tough. So Rudiger's obviously marking somebody who can get up for headers, and I think Araujo did have a header, if I'm not mistaken.
You're going
But-
for?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna go for Araujo.
Okay, you're going for Araujo. I have to say that it's not Araujo. Zero was thinking the same as you, but no. Levan Nemsadze has selected the correct answer, and it was Ferran Torres.
Oh, wow.
Ferran in
Wouldn't
that
have gotten
challenge. So, well, 0 out of 2. You are gonna fail for sure in this first game. But
Thanks.
let's see, Robert, if at least you can
Yeah.
add a point to the scoreboard at the studio. So let's move to the third one. Let's see if you know that one.
Let's see if I can score the consolation goal at least and get the point there. Right. Right. I know what my guess is. Here,
Yes,
I can
you
see.
have more clues here. You see Valde, you see of course Militao
Yeah.
battling with someone. So
Someone who's shorter than Militao. And yeah, I am going to go with Gavi.
you're going with Gavi, same as
It
Get
has
Your
to be
Soldiers, as Nacimiento Kembo, as Maja, as Ilibona, and yes, it's Gavi, Robert, it's Gavi. So adding
was
this
an easy
point.
one.
Yeah,
Okay,
that was
yeah.
easy.
Oh yeah,
Then
no.
you-
Now
then-
because I get it, it's easy.
It's my fault, okay. It's my fault that
Yeah.
I placed the incorrect order. Okay, I'm gonna think about which one I think is the toughest one in the second game, and I will go for you, Robert, okay?
Right, thank you, Bruno. As Ter Stegen continues to warm up and we wait for our players, the rest of our players, our field players, to step onto the pitch for warm-ups. Just a few reminders of things that we have going on today. The first is that you can win 2 signed jerseys, 2 Barca signed jerseys, one from Koundé, one from Kessié. All you have to do is click on the on the link that you have on our live chat. Click on there, and you can win those jerseys. You'll have to fill out a form and do that. I mean, raise your hand on the live chat if you've already done that. Spencer Siegel, have you done it?
I have.
You did?
Well, but
Which
I,
one would you pick?
I would pick Kessié.
Just
But
because he scored in a Clasico?
I like both of these players, but I've liked Kessié all year, and I'm really happy that he's got the playing time, even though it's under circumstances that have forced him into the lineup. But I'm also not going to accept when I win because I'm a gentleman and I work for Barça, and so no, I'm not going to take a jersey away from some other
maybe
fan.
if you win it, you bring it here in the studio, and then we figure out a way to do a giveaway with one of our live chat fans.
Fine for me. Yeah.
Send it to South Africa, to Slovenia, to Sweden, or to your hometown Chicago.
Anywhere will work, although I'm not paying for shipping, but yes, anywhere.
Yeah, we'll figure out something. So a reminder, you can win either the Koundé jersey or the Kessié jersey. You click on the link on our live chat, fill out a form, and cross your fingers. See if you are the lucky one. Something else that we've got going on since the recent Clásicos is that we have a Clásico playlist. Matchday playlist to pump yourselves up with different styles of music there. A bit too much reggaeton for my liking. In fact, I did put it on today, see if it pumped me up while I was taking a shower before heading over to Barça Studios today. I do have to say, after the third song, I just switched to something else. I'm sorry.
Robert, you're so old.
It's not my type of thing. Yeah.
I've been listening a lot of Rosalía today.
Well, there's a lot of Rosalía on that playlist.
I've been listening to a lot of banjo music because I'm practicing my banjo.
I don't think there's much banjo music on the Matchday.
On the Matchday, no, I don't think so either.
No, but just a reminder, you have playlists from Lewandowski, picked by Pedri as well, Alexia and Oshuala. There's more coming from different players, and you have the Clásico playlist as well. You want to pump yourselves up if you like that kind of if you're into that kind of music. Well, I'm sure it'll pump you up. Also, we have our WhatsApp channel today also active. You can send in your pictures. Today we're asking not so much for selfies, which you can also send us, of course, how you're supporting Barça, but we're asking you to show us what your Barça good luck charms are. Is it a special jersey that you wear for every game? Is it a scarf that you wear? Is it a Barça, well, something else? You have. We'll put our Barça WhatsApp number, down on the bottom of our screen here, just as a reminder. And we have the first things that our fans have been sending us. Right, what is this? A pre-match hot dog. Ah,
nice.
Is that a ritual? That is from Adani, if I read that correctly. So, good. Ledion says, "Hi, I'm Ledion from Kosovo. I live in Finland, and I make this."
Only for this day. What is that?
What is it? I'm not sure what it is.
It looks like a wooden box.
Well, it's something that was made specially for today. It has the Barça crest on it, so fantastic. Right, my favorite coat ever. I use it a lot for school and on match day. Wow, fantastic there. Barça there, that shot with the Centenari jersey. That's a good one. That's it's starting to become a retro thing. A punto de trabalhar, vamos Barcelona. Oh, Jay is going to work and has the Barça flag with him. And keep those WhatsApps coming. There is the number right on the bottom of our screens, +34 650 54 27 75. Send in what your good luck charms are. What jersey do you wear on match day? What do you have? Do you have a flag like Spence that you wave around during the games? Do you have a scarf that you wear? Do you have a hat that you wear? I don't know. I mean, do you dress up your mascot? If you send us selfies, it only has to be of yourself. That is the number. So, reminder of things. The draw for the signed jerseys. That's link on the live chat. You can also go to Spotify. If you type in FC Barcelona, you have the pre-match playlist, or the match day playlist, and we have our WhatsApp channel. That number there, +54 650 54 27 75. After all those updates, I have to admit right now that I'm a little bit lost. Oh, we're half an hour away from the game. Perfect timing. Ramon, music. Starting to feel the tension, guys. Starting to get excited. I've been excited all day. Ever since the Elche game finished. Been looking forward to these moments right now, and especially when the game kicks off. I can hear the boos at the Spotify Camp Nou. That must mean that the Real Madrid players are out warming up already. A reminder of Barca's lineup for today. Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal. Araujo, Koundé, Marcos Alonso and Balde at the back. Sergio Busquets, Gavi, Sergio Roberto and Kessié in midfield. Rafinha and Lewandowski up front. Let us know your thoughts. What do you think about that lineup? What would you have done differently? Obviously, we have the injuries. No Christensen, no De Jong, no Pedri, no Dembélé. Let us know your thoughts. Irati Vidal and Spencer Siegel. Quick take on this lineup.
I really like it because all these four midfielders has always worked out against Real Madrid. So the things that work, you don't change them. So I think it's the lineup that Xavi had to take.
Yeah, I know earlier when you asked me who the key player was, I went in a different direction, but I like the lineup that I see in front of me, and the key player that I look at for this particular 11 too is Sergio Busquets, because Barça are going to have that control of the midfield, especially if Madrid change up the number of players that are playing in their midfield or where they're positioned with Modric, with Kroos, with Valverde pushing forward. And so Busi, for me, today has to be impeccable.
Busi, of course, the all-time leader in Clásicos played today, his 48th outstanding number. He beat the record a couple of Clásicos ago. Right, we're half an hour away from the game. If we can get the ticker back underneath us to let us know how much time is left until kick-off, the countdown. Let's get it back on our screens. In the meantime, let's go back to the Spotify Camp Nou. Bruno Ballester, no Barca players yet, apart from Ter Stegen?
No, Real Madrid players are now on the Spotify Camp Nou warming up. They publish first of all the lineup. They come to warm up first. Okay, doesn't matter. Like we say in Spanish, los últimos serán los primeros. Last ones will be at the end, the first ones, no? So not worried at all. Real Madrid warming up. We are still waiting to our players, FC Barcelona here to start the warm-up. It's El Clásico, the Camp Nou getting full. It's going to be a huge atmosphere today for sure. It's El Clásico, and it's always really exciting to experience this kind of games. It's the fifth one of the official season, plus the friendly. We played in Las Vegas, 6 Clásicos in total since July. So, well, crazy moments we've enjoyed, some defeats, one actually, and then all the rest of the games victories. So we want to repeat with a victory, or why not a draw also. We haven't drawn since many matches. A draw is not a bad result today, because we want to be in the final. That is, of course, our main objective. The objective for all the culés, for FC Barcelona.
Right, Bruno, while we wait for this, for the players to step onto the pitch to start warm-ups, why don't we get going with the pre-game quiz?
Okay, let's start with the pre-game quiz. Let's see at home on the studio how things goes today with this quiz. And we're going to start with a question about good memories here at the Spotify Camp Nou in the Cup. Let's start with Spencer Seagal this time. Spencer, who scored last goal in extra time of a semi-final of the Cup? Option number 1, Trincao. Option number 2, Braithwaite. Option number 3, Coutinho.
Ooh, that's going to be...
I gave you a clue because I told you and I told all the audience that it was a good night at the Camp Nou. So, yeah, it was in a day at the Spotify Camp Nou.
Yeah, I'm remembering right pre-COVID, right? I think it was it not Coutinho who scored that goal? I'm not getting any help over here.
You're going with Coutinho. Let's see, because...
He was a Barca player.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for your help here.
I know the answer. I'm just not going to give you any help.
Yeah,
okay.
Robert always knows the answers.
That's
I think
true.
he prefers
I have people on the live chat that also knows the correct answer, and it's not Coutinho in this case, but Borkowski, Navidi, also Yvette, Pineda, Anaïs, Deschepper, going for option number 2. No, Braithwaite.
Braithwaite?
Yes,
I don't remember
Martin
that
Braithwaite.
Yeah,
It was in the game that Piqué scored against Sevilla in the 93rd minute, the semi-final,
exactly.
and then Braithwaite scored the 3-0.
Braithwaite scored the... Okay, all right.
Exactly. Yeah, Robert, as always, with a good memory. Okay, let's go with you, Robert, for this second question. Who was the last rival to beat Barça in the Cup at the Camp Nou?
Oh, at the
Now we have our players here that will start warming up right now. That's the atmosphere. Highway to hell, as always, ACDC. Barça players are here now. Barça players are here on the Spotify Camp Nou. And yes, we were asking you, Robert, last rival that beat Barça in the Camp Nou in the Cup. Option number 1, Sevilla. Option number 2, Atlético de Madrid. Or option number 3, Real Madrid.
I think I know it. Do you want me to milk it out? All right, let's see. So last year we were eliminated in a single game time. That was not at the Spotify Camp Nou, if I'm not mistaken.
It was not.
We got knocked out by Athletic Club last year. In that terrible extra time when Ansu got injured. It was terrible. I don't want to remember.
And that was on the road.
Then the previous one we won, of course. Then the previous one we lost in the final to Valencia, and then we won 5 consecutive ones, so we have to go all the way back. Oh no, 13-14 we went to the final and lost against Real Madrid. In 12-13 we lost in the semis at Camp Nou 3-1 against Real Madrid. Jordi Alba was the scorer for Barça late in the game.
What's wrong with him?
Yeah, I don't. If I could try to do this, like no way.
Okay, so yes, it was Real Madrid in the 12-13 season, 3-1 defeat. Barça were knocked out. And Tua Kuzmat has been the first one on the live chat giving the correct answer. First point on the street of the whole afternoon. Congratulations.
Are you okay? No, I got my guess the player right. I got my guess the player right. That's my second point.
Okay, it's true.
My
Second
God.
point. Right.
Cool down. Jeez.
It's true. I'm sorry. Okay, Spencer Siegel, let's go. Third question of the game quiz. How many semi-finals has Barça reached in the last 10 years? Option number 1, 7. Option number 2, 8. Option number 3, 9. Let's see if you remember. Like Robert. He has give you some clues reviewing last matches in the Cup. Let's see if you know it.
Yeah, he did give me some clues, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to get the answer right here. 7, 8, 9. All right, so we've got, let's see, the 6 that have been won, so that's a good start. And then, are you counting this year?
I'm counting it, yes, of course, because we've reached at least the semi-finals, yeah.
Okay, so that's 7. And then the semi-final against Madrid is 8, so it's either 8 or 9. And it obviously can't be 10, so I'm trying to think, did we get knocked out a second year other than that? No, because they lost in the final. So yeah, so it's got to be 9. I'm going to go with 9.
You're going for 9. Robert Vaneca, do you agree?
I'm sorry, I was focused on something else. You're going to have to repeat the question. I'm sorry, Bruno, it's justified. I was just looking at our live chat and we have hit 10K. We have hit 10,000 viewers right now, which is something that we hadn't reached in a while. I want to encourage our fans to get all their friends and come join us, see if we could get to 15K. Come on, guys, let's do it. We've got 23 minutes to go until kickoff.
And subscribe to our YouTube channel because we are also
close to 15 million. Yeah.
Hundreds away from arriving to 15 million subscribers. Well, the question was how many semi-finals has Barça reached in the last 10 years? And it's not 9, it's 8.
It's 8.
Dan Close, also Samuel, Edgar, Mohamed, yeah, they picked the correct answer. It was 8, almost 9, but no, 8 out of 10. Well, 8 times in the last 10 years, it's incredible.
Bruno,
yes.
11K now. Come on, tell your friends, come join us.
Let's go up, let's go. Here on the camera, also all with you.
Keep them coming.
Come on with your mobile phones and go to Barça Live.
Tell your friends.
Let's go. Let's move on with the fourth question of the game quiz. It's also going to be for you, Robert.
Okay.
This one, I think it's another of the tough ones. Let's see if you have good memory about other clubs, not just Barça. How many different teams have won the Cup in the last 10 years?
Ooh. So last 10 years, wait a minute, when do we start counting? 2012-13 or 2013-14?
12-13, okay.
12-13.
Yes,
okay,
12-13. Option number 1, 4. Option number 2, 5. Option number 3, 6.
Okay, so 12-13 Real Madrid win it. Atletico de Madrid win it, sorry.
How dare you?
13-14 Real Madrid win it. They win it against us. Then we win 5. That takes us through to 18-19 when Valencia win it. 19-20 was the pandemic one, which was Real Sociedad and Athletic. Then we win it, and last season, I can't remember for the life of me who won it last season.
You remember all of that? You don't remember who wins it last season?
I'm going to go 6, because last season, there was a different winner.
It was. I can tell you that one. It's Betis. It's Betis.
Oh, yeah, Betis Valencia. Betis Valencia, but 6 is the right answer,
yes,
right?
it's the right answer. Yes, Brian Kararup, Mr. Nomyat, also Imran Khan, with the correct answer. Okay, it's 3 out of 4 on the studio so far.
We're not doing bad.
No, 2 out of 4.
That's because you haven't asked me.
No, sorry, 2 out of 4. 2 out of 4. Just Spencer, 2 mistakes. Robert, 2 correct answers. Irati, let's end with you. Okay, 5th question. Let's see
Then
if you know.
2 or 5.
I think you can know that one because you are always really, not with the past, but yes, with the present, you are always updated with the recent stats.
I forget easily.
Okay, so let's see the question. Who is the current top scorer of this year's Copa del Rey? Who is the top scorer so far of this Copa del Rey?
I know
Option
this
number
one.
1, Quique Garcia.
Yeah.
Option number 2, Berenguer. Option number 3, Robert Lewandowski. Also at home.
I know this one because I called one game in the Copa for World Feed broadcasts this year.
Okay, then I know. It's you did Nastic Osasuna, so it has to be Quique Garcia.
Oh, this I don't know if I'm gonna count it because
He's cheating.
you're cheating a little bit on the studio.
I didn't
but
say
yes.
anything.
You did Nastic Osasuna,
I didn't say anything, eh?
It's Quique Garcia then.
Quique Garcia with 5 goals, top scorer so far. Berenguer has scored 3, Lewandowski 2. Let's see if Lewandowski scores a hat-trick today, can be also at the top with 5. So yes, congratulations to Gerus Oldies,
the first one I
also
get is
to Huzafa Ashan, and also to Alia with the correct answer, Quique Garcia.
Right, thank you, Bruno. We'll come back to you. Just rest for a minute. We'll come back to you for the next and final game as the players keep on warming up. We did hit 12K and we're back down to 11. Who left?
No, we're back up.
We're back up to 12? Oh, come on. Keep telling your friends, tell your family, tell your mum, tell your dad. It's fun. We're having fun
Open
here.
multiple computer screens.
Who's excited? I think
Who
one
can be excited?
Well, yeah, I'm very excited. As you can, I mean, I can feel the decibels are higher today. I'm a higher pitch today in my voice. But that's one of the things that Barca will have to manage today: emotions. Also, Real Madrid as well, because they're the ones who have the need today to go out and make a push for it. But the control of emotions, the team that controls the emotions the most, will probably be the one who gets through to the final.
See, we saw it yesterday in the other semi-final. That was really tight, and the one that kept fighting, and everything indeed end up winning. But I think in this case, Barca has to be like more quiet. Like it's Madrid that has to rush and everything, and it's Madrid that has lost the last 3 clásicos. So of course they are going to go there to try to make another result. So I think Barca has to be quite calm.
Shout out Naif Al Saif, who says, I'm opening Barca Live from my phone and my laptop.
Good. Nice.
Shout out.
Thank you very much. Do that. Do double devices as well. Let's get those viewers up. I want to see if we can get to 15K. We're at 12K at the moment. Bruno, tell all your friends as well on your group chats. You have another game for us, right?
Yes, today we're going to play a new one. Remember in the other Clásico we played, we were trying to guess the Clásico. Today we're going to try to find who's the missing scorer about past Clásicos.
Okay.
We're going to show you a timeline to see the goals that were scored that day. You will have the result, the season, so many clues, but we're going to try to find one scorer that is not there in the timeline. So we're going to start with Spencer Seeger again, okay?
First,
who is the missing scorer? There you have the timeline, the season.
This game is made for Robert.
Oh, Bruno, you sneak. Oh, Bruno, how sneaky you are with that one.
It's a tough one.
It's a tough one.
I will give an extra
He's
clue.
a random player. Just say.
Can I get a clue?
Chigrinsky.
Yes,
Can I get a hint?
Yeah, I'm going to give you a clue, and also at home because I think it's tough one. Let me give 1 minute at home if someone knows it, and
Bruno.
if not, I'll give a clue.
Bruno, I'll give Spence a clue, a cryptic clue.
Okay.
Think of the first leg of this Copa del Rey, this year's Copa del Rey. Think of the first leg.
Of this year's Copa semis. The first leg.
You get me, right, Bruno?
Yes, I got you, and I have someone at the live chat who knows who is that player,
good.
okay? So I'm going to give an extra clue to Spencer because at home people knows the yeah, it's a defender. Yes, Irati, that's a good clue.
Also, yeah, exactly.
Okay, but go for it.
Who scored in the first leg of this year's Copa semi-final?
Oh, it's an own goal.
I like it.
It's an own goal. It's a
defender and it's an own goal. Easy.
And he's not playing in Madrid, right?
Ramos. I'll go Ramos.
No, it's not Ramos, but
I thought
Irati.
it was Ramos also.
Rebound for you. Okay, he's not playing for Madrid. Come on, it's easy. If it's not Ramos,
The
another
live chat
defender.
is full of that.
Denis Varane.
Yes, and Murozjan Karimov has been the first one saying Varane, so congratulations before all that clues. Yeah, it was a tricky one. It was Varane. There you have the answer, okay? I like it. Let's move on. Irati, come on, with your memory, your really good memory and your history and the past. Okay, it's older this game, but in 2011-2012 season, it was a 2-2 draw, and we are missing one Barça scorer. This time, it's not an own goal. Okay, I can say you for sure that it's not an own goal. So who can be that one?
It's the day of the goal of Dani Alves that everyone remembers. You know, the one that goes straight into the top corner. But I can't remember who scored the other goal. It was a 2-2 draw. I remember the result.
Can you say me in which position he played? Or
Position.
Or just line?
Position. You know, I have to say that I don't really remember also who is this player, you know? I mean, now I've prepared this, but now I don't really know who's the player we are finding, so I don't have clues for you.
11, 12.
Let's see on the live chat if we have someone inspiring me.
Xavi Hernandez.
You're going for Xavi. Let's reveal the correct answer on the screens.
Yeah, reveal it for Bruno because he doesn't remember what he did.
No,
It's got to be someone that he doesn't know the position of the player, like Pedro or something like that.
I print the wrong document and I don't have here the answers. I don't remember, so let's go. Pedro, okay. Pedro, yeah, it was tough one. Yasser Fakiri said Pedro, so yeah, congratulations. Also Easton Cagota, yeah, so the first two that picked the correct answer with Pedro. Okay, the third one, yes, I remember that one. I know who it is. It's old game, so I think it's gonna be easy for Robert, honestly.
Okay.
Well,
everything is easy for Robert.
Yeah, I mean, Irati Spence, if you know the answer before Robert, feel free,
Okay.
I don't think it's easy, but feel free. We're talking about this Clásico 96-97 season.
I had 1 year.
There was an own goal here. I was thinking about including another own goal, but I think it was too much. So it's not an own goal again, but yeah, it was a Barça player, the one we were finding.
Two things here, Bruno. We're 15 minutes away from the game. We've hit 13K. We're 2K away from 15. Come on. Let's keep it going. I think we can make it before the game. The players are still warming up. They'll shortly head into the dressing rooms. Bruno, you would have got me with the second one because I remember it as a Nadal free kick that went in, and it did go off of Hierro. So if it counts as a Hierro on goal, I would have said Nadal. Actually, I have a story with this game. I remember it because it's the first Clásico I ever went to, and I remember that first scorer. It was an amazing year that we only enjoyed him for 1 year. He is now Valladolid's president, and in the 96-97 season, he had a spectacular season for Barça with Ronaldo.
And the chat is full of Ronaldos. I don't know if, Ronaldo Nazario or Cristiano, because I know that we also have some friends that support Cristiano and Madrid and are on the live chat. They are welcome, always, with respect. We welcome everyone.
Always
but it was not Cristiano Ronaldo, as Farad Akbar is saying. It was Ronaldo Nazario as, well, I'll assume the ones that just placed Ronaldo. That for me is the real Ronaldo.
He is.
No, the original one. Cristiano is a really good footballer. He's still playing there in Saudi, but yeah, it was Ronaldo Nazario. So well, congratulations there with that one, Robert Van Ekant.
Thank you very much, Bruno. That was a nice reminder of the first Clásico I ever went to, Copa del Rey 96-97. Right, the players are finishing their warm-up. We are just under 13 minutes away from El Clásico. Let's make this feel a little bit more tense and exciting. Barça, one step away from the Copa del Rey final. We need a win or a draw, but we prefer a win tonight, of course, at the Spotify Camp Nou. The previous Clásicos, can we do it again? Of course we can. Right, who's feeling nervous? I am, for sure. Let's take a look at Barca's lineup right underneath me there, with Ter Stegen in goal, Araujo at right back, as always in Clásicos, with Koundé, Marcos and Balde at the back. We've got Busquets, Kessié, Sergio Roberto and Gavi in midfield. 4-midfielder approach today from Xavi Hernandez. And we've got Rafinha back after suspension against Elche. And Robert Lewandowski up front. That is Barca's lineup for today. Let us know your thoughts. Rate it from 1 to 10. What would you have done differently? Don't ask us why isn't Christensen playing. No, he's injured. Pedri is also injured. So is Frenkie de Jong. So is Ousmane Dembélé. None of those four will be playing tonight. Let us know your thoughts on the live chat. Spencer Siegel will be reading some of those thoughts out. Irati Vidal, I want to know your take.
My take of this lineup, I think it's the perfect lineup we had today, and we still have some pieces in the bench to just adjust if something is going wrong in the second half. We knew and we know that Araujo can stop Vinicius. We also know that with 4 midfielders we are better than Real Madrid. We know how to stop them, so I'm pretty confident of today.
By the way, Spence, before you participate, we just hit 15k
Whoa!
on the live chat, which is something that we hadn't done in a while. So, round of applause. Hey, Ramon!
Hey.
No, not that sound. That. There we go. Vamos. 15k. Keep them coming, guys. Keep growing. Spence, take on the lineup. What do the fans think?
I see Liabona, who's put forth a 7. Antonio Abdallah has 9.4. What else do we have here? I see there's a lot of chat to get through today. That includes the name of a particular player who just keeps popping up everywhere on this chat.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I wish he was playing today, but he's not. Just cut it out.
Abdullah Kawa, please say my name. 10 out of 10. Is the 10 out of 10 for your name or for the lineup?
10 out of 10 for you for calling it out. I need to go back to Spotify Camp Nou, Bruno. I can see in the far corner there that we have our futsal players that are about to step onto the pitch.
Yes, the futsal team that won the Copa del Rey final, in this case, of course, the futsal Copa del Rey against Cartagena in Antequera, in that final that was played on Sunday. And now the Camp Nou is going to welcome these players. Of course, some bad news there. Another important injury there for Sergio Lozano. He's going to being operated in the following days, weeks. He wants to be back again on the court, and that's incredible news. But really bad news about Lozano, who was injured in the semi-finals. But yes, Barça Futsal winning the Copa del Rey. Important to win this trophy after the bad performance this year in the Champions League. Also problems there in the Copa de España. So, well, first trophy of the season. Hopefully with the league, the team will make the double.
Bruno, you weren't calling that game on Sunday, were you, on Barça TV Plus?
No, Robert, I was off that one, but I've watched it at home.
There you have it, Bruno, because I know you've called several games of the futsal this season, and we haven't had much luck when you've been doing that.
Well, I have to say that I also commentate victories in the Champions League, like the last two actually of FC Barcelona. So not always bad moments there commentating futsal, but this year was tough, the moment in the Champions League. But now we have this, was really cruel the way losing, because we were equal points with Anderlecht. It was just by the difference of goals. It was a team that was a really bad one. Barça won just by 5 goals, and Anderlecht by 7 or 8. So it was really lucky actually, Barça, that are not going to be in the Final Four. So we have there our futsal team.
We have our futsal team that are champions of the Copa del Rey. We want to be that at the end of the season as well. While we wait for them to step onto the pitch, Bruno, I want to ask you and the fans a question, which is, what kind of script are you expecting today? What kind of game are you expecting? Do you expect a game with many opportunities? Do you expect a grind fest, one with that's a bit of a struggle? Or do you imagine like a tactical chess game? Or, wait a minute, option 1 was 1 box to box, 2 a grind with few chances, 3 a tactical chess game.
I'll expect a little bit of box to box, Robert, today. Kind of crazy game in a Clásico, as we are used to enjoy this kind of crazy Clásicos. In the last ones, there was more defense, all the profiles, but today, with all in play, I'll go for this box to box.
Right, I hope that Barca can manage to control things a little bit better. What we do know, Bruno, while the fans keep replying to that question, is who the opponent would be if we were to make it through to the Copa del Rey final.
Yes, Osasuna is going to be the team in the final, second final in Osasuna's history after the one in 2004-2005 season. They lost 3-0 against Betis there, but in the Vicente Calderón Stadium. It's going to be the second final of Osasuna after the 1-0 victory in El Sadar. 1-1 draw yesterday in the extra time with a late goal of one of the youngsters there of Osasuna. Incredible goal, the one he scored. Osasuna in the final, waiting to Real Madrid or Barça, hopefully Barça.
Barça futsal players, Bruno, coming out onto the pitch.
Yes, now we see these players stepping into the Camp Nou, offering this trophy to all the fans, the huge ovation. Well, this is more than a club. We have professional sports, basketball, roller hockey, handball, and futsal. And futsal, of course, one of the teams that is achieving incredible things in the last years. And this is the Copa del Rey offered to the Camp Nou.
Fill the live chat with applauses for our futsal team, champions of the Copa del Rey. As I say, what we want to be in terms of football, in terms of first team male football as well. Fill the live chat with applauses for them.
Campeones, oe, oe, oe.
Spence, overexcited. I
The
know.
handball team also won yesterday the
handball
league,
team
right?
won the league as well yesterday, so success for our professional teams. Fill the live chat with applauses, please, for our futsal team.
We're at 18,315.
Oh, can we make it to 20 before kickoff?
Can we get to 20? Come on.
Let's make it to 20. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell
Share us.
people who you don't like. Just tell them as well. I don't know.
Your
See if we can get
Madrid
to 20.
friends.
Right, a reminder of things that we've got going on today. The draw for a signed jersey of Jules Koundé or Franck Kessié, both in the lineup today. All you have to do is click on the link that you have on our live chat if you want to win a signed jersey of Jules Koundé or Franck Kessié, the hero of the last Clásico. Let's see if any of them today can become heroes in this return leg of the Copa del Rey.
I just tell you that the last time I wore this T-shirt, Kessie scored in a Clásico.
And you've got your avocado socks.
I've got my avocado socks. Yeah, we're putting out all the
everything.
stops. Yeah. Right, so signed jersey, Koundé and Kessié. All you have to do, click on the link in the live chat, fill out a form, and cross your fingers, see if you are the winner of that. We also have the Clásico matchday playlist. If you want to get pumped up, you go into Spotify, type in FC Barcelona. You've got a fantastic playlist there that will get you riled up for this game. And also, we have our WhatsApp channel. We are asking you today to send us pictures of your good luck charms in terms of Barca games. What do you wear for a special Barca game like today? Do you have a special jersey that you wear, or a special a jumper, or something that you wear, a sweater? Do you have a scarf? Do you have a cap? I don't know. Do you have a flag that you wave around like Spencer was doing before? Send in your pictures. They can be selfies. You can show us your mascots as well. They can't be group photographs. And yeah, Spence, before we do the rest of our predictions, I want to do our predictions first.
You're the boss.
I want to go to Bruno first with Bruno's prediction.
Sorry, Robert, can you repeat the question?
Guess the score, Bruno.
Guess the score. I went for 1-1. I'm not according at all with my thoughts that is going to be a crazy game with more goals, but I'm going to stay conservative, 1-1, and pass the ticket to the final.
Thank you, Bruno. We have now hit 20k on the live chat. Vamos. Thank you, everyone, for watching us, and stick with us for play-by-play during the game. We obviously won't be showing the game here, but we will be reacting to it. And if you have the game on one screen, you can stick with us on the other screen. We'll be sure to entertain you. Keep your predictions coming on the live chat as well. What do you think the final result will be, Spencer Siegel?
I initially said 1-1, and then I changed my answer. I'm going with 2-2. I think there is a lot to be, a lot for this match. A lot of open, I know, and a lot of suffering that's going to happen. But we just did a bunch of guess the scores, or like guess the person who didn't fill in the. I can't talk today. Guess in the missing goal scorer, and they were like 2-2s, 3-2s, that kind of thing.
That is true. Irati.
I think Real Madrid is going to score because they have to go to find that goal, and because we have seen the lineup they put on. So I go for 2-1.
And I'm the only optimistic here, apparently, among the hosts, among Bruno, Spence, Irati, and myself. The only one going for it to stay in clean sheet. My score prediction is 2-0. Spence, what are the fans saying?
I see 3-1, 2-0 from Shatiko, 2-1 from Captain of Movies, 3-2 from Andrej, 5-0 from Lazar. Would that be something? A 5-0. 2-2 from Brian Moya, who agrees with me. 3-2 to Barça from Sushain. 3-0 from Rose. There's a 1-1 in there. Santiago says 3-1, but a lot of positivity, and I do see some draws. I don't think we can settle for the draw today, though. Even though that's what I think is going to happen, I think you got to go for the win.
Maybe if we're way like 1-0 and then in the 93rd minute they make it 1-1. That's all right.
And then for the final 2 minutes of that game, you're sweating.
We're sweating, yeah. Right, our crew. What are our crew predicting as you keep your predictions coming in? Right, Sergi Roldan, our director today, going with the same result as me, a 2-0. Mark, our mixer, with 4-2. Pep Molero, 3-1. Germán for 2-1. Laia, our producer, 3-1. All positive results, all results that would send us through. Paul, of course, is back. We missed him with his wacky predictions. 9-1. That would be amazing. Mauri going with just 1-0. I'm worried about something. Pablo 1-0. Sanglas 3-2. Luis going with the same result as you. Spencer 2-all. Alien here going with 2-1. Ramon, our sound guy, going with 3-all. Other cameras, David with 3-1 and Mar with 2-0. And our makeup artist, Tanya, 2-1. All results that would send us through. I hope that Paul gets it right. Final prediction before the game gets started. Spence, Luke.
He made a prediction. We did it outside today. It was a nice day.
Right. Very quickly, Luke, because the game is about to start.
All right, Copa final. Here we go. Lukey, come here. Come here, make a pick. Come here. Come on up. He did get the Madrid treat afterwards, but I wasn't happy about giving it to him.
Okay. Right. Let's see if we're all right with those predictions. Keep them coming on the live chat. The game is about to start. Let's take a look at the lineups for Barça. Right there. Yeah, I got it right this time. I'll get it right one day. Right. Oh, Bruno, sorry. What's happening at Camp Nou?
Alex Roca, first person in the world with 76% of disability physically, who ended a marathon in Barcelona weeks ago. So has been playing the saque de honor, playing the ball here in this tribute at the Spotify Camp Nou. And now, yes, Martinez Muro, referee, with Karim Benzema, Madrid are gonna kick off this match.
Thank you very much. A special moment there for Alex Roca, club ambassador, as Bruno said, the first person with a 76% disability to end a marathon. Congratulations, round of applause for him, receiving the embrace there of Ronald Araujo and Robert Lewandowski, also Karim Benzema. Congratulations, that's a huge feat. Right, I was going through Barca's lineup. Ter Stegen in goal with Araujo, Koundé, Marcos and Balde, Kessié, Sergi, Roberto, Sergio and Gavi in midfield. Up front, it's Rafinha and Lewandowski. Real Madrid with the first possession, but Barca win it at the back. The ball is rolling, guys. We are 90 minutes away from the Copa del Rey final if this goes our way.
It's time for the lean in. I'm leaned in.
We're all leaned in.
I'm ready to go.
For the whole game here. Right. First possession of the game. Barca are attacking towards the right-hand side of our screens, playing in Blaugrana. Real Madrid towards the left, and they have a chance at the set piece, Bruno.
Yes, first free kick for Real Madrid. Let's see, Benzema, and now also David Alaba, the ones that can cross this ball.
Right. Let's see. Within the first minute, cross coming in from Toni Kroos, too long there. It's going to go straight out for a goal kick. No trouble for Marc-Andre ter Stegen. And Bruno, of course, we always assume that it's going to be Araujo right back, Koundé centre back. It is that way, right?
Yes, no surprises there. Also Vinicius in the left again, so the challenge is going to be there because in other press conferences, Ancelotti has been joking about the fact to change Vinicius' position. It's not the case also today, and we can also say, Robert, that this is going to be over 90,000 spectators today at the Spotify Camp Nou, completely full the stadium.
Amazing atmosphere, as we hoped it would be, as we knew it would be, and as a matter of fact. A long switch by Araujo over to Balde. Let's see if Barca can create an opportunity.
Yes.
Here's Balde. Balde sets it up. Here comes the cross by Gavi. Oh, Rafinha! And that will be a corner kick, Bruno. First chance for Barca. We came so close.
Incredible opportunity, incredible chance for Barca, and the Camp Nou with an incredible noise now after enjoying this choice. What an opportunity for Barca. What a chance. First corner kick of the match now for Barca.
I don't know if if it had ended in a goal, maybe Rafinha's head was slightly ahead, I don't know. But great first chance for
Amazing
Barca.
run from Balde.
Yeah, and first touch from Balde. Yeah.
Here comes the cross by Rafinha. Lewandowski going in strong for the header. Cleared away by the Real Madrid defense. Busquets is going to swing it back in from the right-hand side. Araujo fights for it. Sets it up. Kessié, come on. Gavi with the turn. No angle for Gavi. Gavi's going to try and put it back in. There's handball! It's handball! It's handball!
That's a handball!
Handball!
It was clear.
VAR must intervene.
¿Cómo que no?
We need a replay.
Rafinha wants the ball because he assumes it's going to be a penalty. No, the referee says no.
Oh, that really looked like a handball.
Come on, man.
That really looked like a handball. Can we see a replay? There we go. Okay, Gavi tries to cross it back. Oh, that's the handball!
So clear!
I mean, he's got his arm on the ground as support. I'm trying to remember now off the top of my head. Is that handball? Moledo, help me.
According to the rules, no, because he has the arm extended, but it's touching the grass. So if we follow the rules, it's not a handball.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Fine.
I find that a weird. Yeah.
Don't stop
anyway,
now, though. Don't stop.
I mean, yeah, Barca have been attacking well so far in this first very eventful 3 minutes and a half. I mean, it clearly hits his armband as it serves as support. And it goes down on the ground. Well, that shouldn't count as a handball. Sometimes very flimsy things are given as handball, and that which clearly prevents the cross.
Yeah. The problem is the rule keeps changing.
Yeah.
So every year it's less and less clear. You really have to be up on the rules and read the rules. I know you're asking for help from Pep. He's our go-to guy for that kind of stuff.
No. Both Pep and Bruno.
But in this case, I can understand because if you're on the ground, you cannot take your number off.
Yeah, that's true. Right. Anyway.
But the team started really well.
The team has started really well. Gavi upping the pressure. Camavinga playing as left back today. Back to Courtois. Gavi makes a run at Courtois, who clears it long. And there is Ronald Araujo heading it forward.
It seems that it's Barca, the team with the disadvantage, and not Real Madrid after enjoying these first 5 minutes.
But this is the Barca we want to see. Like, if you go to defend full 90 minutes at Spotify Camp Nou, you have more danger to lose than to win.
Right, the foul by Araujo on Vinicius now, as Vinicius was looking to make his first run. The tackle from behind by Araujo. Vinicius initially tried to make a bit of a meal of it and then realized, let's not do that. Right, shall we guess first scorer? Who would the first scorer be today? Bruno, I'm asking you first. Who will the first scorer be today?
I'm going with Lewandowski.
Rafinha has it back. There's Lewandowski inside the box, cuts to his right. The shot blocked. Corner kick. Right, who will score Barca's first goal? Option 1, Lewandowski. 2, Rafinha. 3, Kessié. Bruno.
I said Lewandowski before this chance. I mean, because you can think, no, you have there is delay. No. Now we are live on the Camp Nou. Careful, because Camavinga goes down before taking this corner kick. Seems to have physical problems on his back. So let's see, because Camavinga is down, and now the doctors of Real Madrid will attend him.
Prediction. I'm going to go off the chart here, off of the 3 options. I'm going Gavi.
I was thinking the same. If I have to choose one of those, it's Rafinha, but I have something inside me that says Gavi.
If I'm choosing one of those, it's Lewandowski. If not, it's Gavi.
I'd like to say Kessié again. I'm really inclined to say Kessié.
You think he's the Classico guy? Right, Bruno, Rudiger warming up, right?
Yes, Rudiger warming up. Let's see if Camavinga can continue or not. The doctors is still there attending the Frenchman. It was one of the main bets of Ancelotti today with Camavinga in the left back. Let's see if he can continue or not.
Rudiger, that was out the full week. He only trained yesterday.
Right, well, Real Madrid try and solve that situation with Camavinga. Also, let us know where you're watching us from. Fill the live chat with the flags of your country. Spencer Siegel will be reading out some of the, or be looking at some of the flags, trying to see where they're from. Fill the live chat with flags, please. Let us know, make the live chat look very comfortable. We've got lots of people there today, so we wanted to look extra colourful. Where are you from? Are you from
Indonesia?
Indonesia
Is one.
Are you from the Asian continent? Are you from the African continent? The European continent? Any of the Americas? Antarctica? Who knows?
Now that would be something.
Everywhere. Bruno, what happened with the corner kick?
Barça lost the possession. They played it shortly and they lost the ball.
Bruno, what's happening with your bib?
No, I was trying to wear my bib when you asked me, because now the stewards here asked me to wear it. So I'm going to end my job, okay?
Do they know who you are? Clearly not.
Yeah. Right, 7 minutes and a half. A throw-in for Barca. Camavinga trying to play through pain, but I think Bruno, he'll probably have to be replaced, right?
Yes, let's see, because Rudiger is not anymore warming up. I don't see him change yet, so well, let's see how it goes.
Barca trying to attack. Lewandowski looking to win the ball back. Camavinga gets it through to Vinicius. In with the tackle. Recovers for Barca, and now Lewandowski can make a push. He's got Rafinha to his right. Rafinha. Try and go at Camavinga. I mean, it sounds cruel, but take advantage of the situation. Keep the flags coming on the live chat, people. Let us know which countries you're watching us from. Anything special there, Spence?
I see Raghav Gupta from India. Ryan is from Lebanon. I see Uruguay from Ignacio. Bangladesh.
Nice.
I see another India. Let's see what else.
Righty.
Gaming edits from Turkey, South Africa, Mishak.
I see some Germanys as well.
Brazil, Switzerland, Mexico.
Saludos a la gente de Mexico. Right, long ball by Ter Stegen through to Rafinha. He's got Camavinga on him. Rafinha couldn't keep the ball. Camavinga clears. It'll be a throw-in for Barca. That long ball from Ter Stegen, Bruno, an option that Barca can use today as well.
Absolutely. Let's see, because Camavinga seems to still have physical problems, but Rudiger is not warming up. He's seated on the bench, so well, let's see how Camavinga continues. But it seems that he's not 100%, so let's see if Rafinha can hurt their Real Madrid.
Here's Rafinha, Gavi on the edge of the box. He's got Balde coming in. Here comes Balde. Balde, back there for Gavi. Gavi, the set up the shot. Oh, it's blocked by Alaba. I thought it was Militao. It was Alaba. The low shot blocked by David Alaba there.
Oh, amazing now.
And here, Barca is going to win by back. Oh, and it's a yellow card.
Yellow card for Sergio Roberto. The referee understands that the midfielder was carrying the counter-attack for Real Madrid. So, well, careful with this yellow card. 10 minutes in the clock. And Roberto, of course, playing midfielder who will have to run back many times. Well, can be important, this yellow card.
Concerning yellow card there for Sergio Roberto in the first minute. I mean, it is a clear one as Modric was running away. Roberto grabs him from behind and eliminates the possibility of a transition. Now someone else is down, that's Carvajal. 10 minutes played. Bruno, what are you liking what we've seen so far?
Yes, Real Madrid just enjoyed that cross from Benzema. Well, 10th minute at the Spotify Camp Nou, and you can hear it.
Pedri, right? What they're chanting?
I think
we
so.
will talk at the end of the season, because people also turn the live chat. We're seeing many hype with all Messi stuff, but let's focus on this match. Let's focus on the season. We'll have time to talk about the future of some players, and Mercato is long then, so now focus on this game.
Obviously no coincidence that happened in the 10th minute, but anyway, Barcelona covering here.
Well, yeah.
Here is Busquets return by Lewandowski, well guarded at the moment by Alaba. Careful, Real Madrid out on the counter. Rodrigo trying to get away from Marcos Alonso. The cross by Rodrigo. Araujo saves. Vamos Araujo.
Wow.
Oh.
And he's injured.
And then he crashed into the post. Bruno.
Yes, now Uruguay at the Spotify Camp Nou. Let's see, because it seems Araujo crashed there on the post. Seems that he's okay, because the doctors are not yet on the field, and it doesn't seem they're going to enter. But good chance for Madrid, and incredible defensive action there by Araujo.
Araujo, fantastic there. Feel the live chat with the bicep emoji for Ronald Araujo there. The defensive action from the Uruguayan, saving Barca from what was sure to be a Real Madrid goal. Spence. Feel it.
I didn't want to steal Lidati's thunder. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Show the world. Look at that. Come on.
Look at that. Look at that.
Rudiger warming up again. Let's see, because Rudiger is again on the sideline.
It did look like Camavinga was struggling. Now Barca out on a break that Balde couldn't continue there. Fede Valverde recovers for Real Madrid. It's a very open game so far, guys.
Fully box to box.
It is very box to box. I think Xavi might want to slow things down a little bit here. Benzema, Modric with Vinicius. He's got Busquets and Araujo in front of him. Vinicius back outside. Toni Kroos. Kessié is going to make a run at him. Kroos manages to feed it out wide. The ball inside for Rodrigo. Too long for Carvajal.
There you go.
Araujo's a beast. I'm going to go and put some bicep emojis here on the live chat.
Or walls. Did we find that
brick walls?
one?
Yeah, no, there's a brick wall.
But yeah, we've already asked for the bicep now, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't confuse the audience.
Uruguayan flags.
What is the bicep? Can't find it. Anyway.
By the way, I know you said first goal scorer, we had our guesses, but if I'm going also anytime goal scorer, I would surely embrace the Balde today. I'm just saying, there's
And
a
it
good day
feels
for
like he's playing.
He
today,
almost
yeah.
had the first one. He almost had the chance there after that beautiful first touch.
13 minutes played. And I'm sure Xavi is going to want to calm this down a little bit, because obviously we're liking it when Barca are on the attack and they have spaces and they're going direct to goal. But then, of course, Real Madrid retaliate, and they're very good at that as well.
And Barca needs to take care about Rodrigo, because we talk a lot about Vinicius. There's a lot of hype on that player, but Rodrigo is really dangerous also from the right, so that they will have to take care. And careful also with Balde, who is enjoying an incredible match so far.
Here comes the cross by Balde, looking for Rafinha. It's at the ball. Header by Rafinha. Wow. Into the hands of Thibaut Courtois. What a cross from Balde. And as you're saying, Bruno, Balde has a whole runway there on that left flank.
Yes, we haven't talked in the previous action because then Madrid has enjoyed another opportunity. But that ball that Balde has passed back to Gavi in that opportunity that hasn't ended at all as a clear one has been incredible. It's really intelligent, Alejandro Balde. He knows how to attack, how to defend, always taking the correct decision, and it's one of the key players also of this team.
Here comes a long ball which Balde will recover and head towards Sergi Roberto, the only player from Barca or Real Madrid who's been booked so far in the 10th minute for grabbing Modric from behind. We're close to the first quarter of an hour. It's still 0-0. And Barca, of course, have the 1-0 advantage from the first leg. That Militao on goal, which I count as a Kessié goal, to be honest.
Yeah, but when we do in 10 years guess the missing goal scorer,
we'll all think it's Kessié.
And you say Kessié, you're going to be wrong.
That's true. Here is, oh, look at him. Kessié, the little roulette. Araujo through to Lewandowski. Good first touch football from Barca. Kessié tackled from behind. What?
Hey,
no!
come on, come on.
Oh, it's a foul by Vinicius.
Mama.
And
now he's going to call the Busquets.
Oh, mama. All right. All right, it's the right calls.
Bruno, Kessié down.
Kessié down, now lots of tension in the sideline. Let's see, Martinez Munuera is going to book now someone in the bench, Xavi Hernandez. So, well, tension in the Camp Nou, not happy with this last decision. Xavi is really angry. Let's see if this can take more consequences or not.
Tension between Xavi and the referee. We're only 15 minutes in. And,
but this is a classic.
Looks like we're in for a long ride. And yeah, Vinicius gets in ahead of Kessié.
I mean, it's not yellow card, but it's foul. And you stop the control back, right?
We just in the replay, it's a really clear foul from Vinicius to Kessié, because he touches first of all the feet and then he takes the ball, and that's where the referee has been confused, because in the end, yes, he gets the ball, but first of all, he hits Kessié.
Right. Let's see, out of all of this, the benefit, of course, is for Real Madrid, because they get a chance at the set piece. It looks like Alaba's going to swing it in. Waiting to
Let's see the cross.
Here comes the cross by Alaba, headed away. It's an offside. Fine. So much going on in this first half. We've had opportunities for Barca. Let's take a look at some of the comments coming from our fans. We might have to interrupt it if anything relevant happens, but comments from our fans, we encourage you to keep them coming on our live chat on YouTube, on Facebook as well. Let's see what our fans have to say as we're seeing the replay of that clear offside. Right, Barca has not won an El Clasico in the Copa del Rey at Camp Nou since 1997.
Wow.
We should change that tonight. Fair, but there haven't been that many.
Yeah, they don't do the. Well, they're usually
This kind
sometimes
of
they're in the
data,
final.
sometimes are like that.
Yeah, I mean, true fact, but there haven't been that many. I think there's only been one more. That was in 2013. Go for it, Barca, with your super fighting spirit. Vamos, X Max there with the comment. Thank you for supporting us and the team as well. We need to do a free kick goal today. Nice, Max. I like it. Wait a minute, Balde on the left. Balde, too long of a touch. He is dispossessed by Rodrigo.
Easy, Gavi.
Easy,
Gavi.
Look, the Camp Nou.
He's going to get carded if he's not.
Minus Pedri too. Kessié is really good too. Valdrin Endrit says that, Kessié so far has been very good at the start of this game. So we see the replay. Yeah, Gavi needs to be careful. The initial foul from Gavi, but then Rodrigo with the elbow and
clothesline from hell.
Yeah. And with the smackdown almost. Vinicius cutting in. Gavi's age is mind-blowing. Yes, it is. And so is that recovery, diving in with a header. Careful with that long switch, looking out wide for Rafinha. He keeps it down. Rafinha with the control. Rafinha waiting for support. He's got two defenders in front of him. He is dispossessed. Thank you for the comments. Keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming, live chat.
And I want to see some good luck charms at some point. I know we're waiting on them, but I mean we have
socks.
We have ours.
Like
You've
my
got
yours. Should we fill the live chat with avocados? With my old, these are the old socks.
I've got the El Clasico socks going today.
The good ones?
Is that the Romario ones? Yeah, it is the Romario ones.
So I want good luck charms.
I want avocados on the live chat as well. There are good luck charms from way back in the day when we were doing the show. I'm gonna go ahead and put them in. Go ahead and fill the live chat with those avocados. Nothing happening because Real Madrid have a throw-in on the right-hand side. What is that damn avocado? Oh, there it is. Look at it. Vamos, aguacates. Fill the live chat with avocados and guacamole. There we go. Go. Barca in possession.
We tried making guacamole, remember? It didn't work so well.
It didn't go well in terms of good luck. But it went fantastically in terms of like
our taste buds. Yeah, we enjoyed it.
Right, Barca in possession. 19 minutes played. Very eventful first half. I feel like a lot has happened. We've had chances for both teams, both coming very close to scoring. We've got a very active live chat today, something that we love. And at the moment, we have a result that would put us through to the Copa del Rey final, but I don't think it would satisfy any of us to keep it that way. Oh, the long switch by Gavi. Rafinha in space. Oh, he couldn't control the ball. Rafinha manages to keep it in and makes it bounce off of Camavinga. Throw in to Barca. What a long switch there by Gavi, which was
almost
fantastic.
40 now.
And Rafinha there, Bruno, is trying to go for the Ronaldinho, for the Elastica.
Yes, he's suffering a lot, Camavinga, with Rafinha. Barca has to continue, I think, they're trying to create chances, because if Camavinga doesn't receive support from other players, like Cruz did in the previous move, he suffers a lot when he's alone. So in that one against one, I think Rafinha needs to attack there. Camavinga, same Balde there with Carvajal. Probably Madrid, if they have some problems in the team, is there in fullbacks, and Barca needs to take profit from there.
Again, the long switch. This time Marcos Alonso looking for Rafinha. Barca are doing that a lot in this game. Rafinha lost possession. Kessié recovered, but called for the foul.
It was a handball.
Handball has been called. Frustration again from the whole fans that are pressing a lot the referee.
Bruno, are you liking what we're seeing so far?
Yes, I think in these last minutes, Barca have controlled a little bit the match, slowing down, and yeah, we all agree that it's not in our benefit, the fact to have a box-to-box game, a crazy match. Although also the team has enjoyed some good opportunities in this kind of script. But yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing, many things happening, and also the time running out, that this is good for the team.
And long ball by Busquets looking for Lewandowski to chase it. Lewandowski brings it down. He has the support of Balde. Ooh, Lewandowski. Ends up losing it. I thought it went off of Militao.
So yes, of course, time plays in our favor. That's also something important. It's early yet to think about that aspect, but let's see how the game continues, because this plays in Barca's favor, at least right now with this nil.
And today, Bruno, is one of those days in which the difference in the difference would benefit us, because if Real Madrid went up 2-0, for example, we would be only 1 goal away from forcing extra time.
Absolutely, Robert. Corner kick now for Los Culés.
Let's hope we don't get to that point.
Yeah, let's go.
No, I don't want to get to that point. I'm just like sharing that information. Will Barca score before half-time, guys? Option 1, yes. Option 2, no. Option 3, how should I know? Obviously, we encourage you to go 1 or 2.
Option 4, we score now in this corner kick.
Oh, Irati, I like option 4.
The live chat options are getting sassy these days. How should I know?
How should I know?
Sounds like a Seinfeld episode.
It's designed in a way that we always have to give 3 options. So yes or no are the 2 clear ones. Then we have to come up with something. I'm going option 1, yes. I think we're going to score before half-time, guys. In comes the cross by Rafinha. It's headed away on the edge of the box. Gavi fighting for it. Busquets
one more.
Gets the rebound. Rafinha can put another cross inside. In comes the cross by Rafinha. Who's going to hit it? It's headed away by Camavinga. And Barca recover the ball. And Balde sends it all the way back to Ter Stegen. Barca in control of the ball here at the moment. Long ball by Ter Stegen. Militao brings it down. Rafinha's going to fight for it.
Yes.
Gavi putting Carvajal under pressure. See Barca can bottle Real Madrid up behind there.
Excellent pressure, excellent pressure, excellent pressure.
Yeah. Excellent pressure, but Marcos couldn't keep the ball under control. Guys, what are you liking the most about the game so far?
I'm liking that first it was box-to-box and Barca was finding opportunities, but now Barca is controlling the game, like in terms of possession, and also finding those opportunities.
Careful here with Vinicius. Vinicius going to put in the curler of a cross. The punch away from Ter Stegen. Modric fails to volley it, and Koundé clears.
I like that so far, when Madrid are coming forward, Barca seem to have organization in defense. Even when they were beaten, when Rodrigo put in that cross that Vinicius almost got to, Araujo was there. He made up for it.
Careful with that deep ball by Carvajal. Marcos Alonso let it roll. Rodrigo was behind him. Couldn't get to it, and Ter Stegen managed to pick it up. I agree with Bruno. Rodrigo is definitely a player that we need to keep an eye on here, because we're all focused on the Araujo-Vinicius battle, and Rodrigo's a player who's caused a lot of trouble.
Yeah, and also because...
Careful here again. Sorry, Barca recover inside the box with Koundé and Marcos, as Real Madrid were looking for an opportunity to score. Good defending there, Bruno, by Koundé and Marcos.
Yes, excellent. Now Marcos moving to the left. His natural position, left back now. Being back as the centre back. Great. Marcos Alonso, who is having really good performances against Madrid, seems also to be extra motivated, Marcos, when Madrid is the opponent.
Irati, you were going to say something.
No, I was going to say that also Rodrigo brings more speed and more control than Benzema does, and having those Brazilians there, they connect pretty well to each other, so I think it's also really important to cover Rodrigo.
I would like to see Rafinha test Camavinga a little bit more, especially taking into account that he had his struggles initially in the game. It looked like he was limping a little bit. It looks like he's recovered now, Camavinga. But I want to see Rafinha try to go one-on-one with him a little bit more. Maybe it happens now with Kessié sending it over to Rafinha. He brings it down. He's got Camavinga in front of him. Oh, he tried to go with the nutmeg, but Camavinga said, not this time.
Well, there's your answer. He's up to the task.
Now Real Madrid bring the ball out. Camavinga with Vinicius, and a foul is going to be called on Gavi.
Yes, Rafinha in short spaces doesn't feel well. Careful now.
What is
more
Vinicius doing?
tension now.
Why for Gavi? Why for
That's
Gavi?
crazy.
Why for Gavi?
It's always Vinicius, always him.
So a double yellow card right now. So Gavi fouls Camavinga clearly. Vinicius runs up to him, gets in his face. And then that's a yellow card for Vinicius. Why do you give Gavi the yellow card as well?
Let's see a replay. Let's see if we can see a replay. So there's a foul.
There's a previous foul, which was the one that the referee had called. And now Vinicius goes at Gavi from behind. He grabs him. He gets in his face. So what's Gavi supposed to do there? What's Gavi supposed to do there?
That's crazy. And it's always him,
Why a
like
double
in
yellow
all the
card?
matches.
Vinicius is the one provoking that situation.
Yeah, hard to disagree. Be angry about it and go. You know, it's not like it matters unless he gets a second one. So let's just hope that he doesn't.
Well, let's hope he doesn't. Sergio Roberto also has a yellow card there. I feel when that happens, like when they share the yellow card out equally, when it's one player who's clearly instigated it,
And also when you know the player, like he's doing this in all the matches in La Liga, in Copa del Rey, and all the matches.
Let's focus on the football here. Come on. Araujo through to Lewandowski. Quick turn by Lewandowski. He's got Rafinha on the right. Lewandowski holds on to the ball. Levy looking for options.
They're not coming after him.
Passes to Rafinha, who gets inside with Kessié. Back to Rafinha. Rafinha, his pass intercepted by Toni Kroos. And Real Madrid trying to run away with it, but Barca recover through Araujo. And Gavi, a little shimmy in front of Vinicius.
Set piece, no?
Yes.
Set this up.
Gavi asking for the second yellow card here. Vinicius, careful, of course, because all Madrid players now are going to try to find Gavi in every single action. So Gavi is a mature player, he's intelligent, and yeah, he has to stay focused on that kind of situations because Madrid players are going to try to go for him.
Yeah, that's where the cool heads need to prevail.
Yeah.
Vinicius continues complaining to Martinez Munuera. He has a yellow card, and now Martinez Munuera saying it's the last one. It's the last one that I allow you, but playing with fire here, Vinicius, and probably not showing a yellow card because he already has one.
Yeah, I'd like to see the day when he gets a double yellow.
Imagine for complaining.
Yeah.
It would be the first time for complaining, and he has deserved many, many times.
Oh, he gets into everyone's face. Yeah. Barely any consequences ever. Right, 28 minutes. It's still 0-0. I would like to see a Barca goal before half-time.
If we're being, we're on Barca TV here, of course, and on YouTube. But if we're being completely objective, those two players that just got booked are the two that the opposite fans don't like at all.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We've talked about this. How Gavi has become like the player that the Real Madrid fans dislike the most.
The anti-Madrid player, and the last week or two hasn't helped that that narrative either.
Right,
I should say.
Bruno, the game has become a bit mucky. It's lots of interruptions.
We have to say that, yeah, apparently this doesn't benefit Barca. Crazy game. No, Barca prefers to have control, not many things happening. But on the other hand, I have to say, I like to see Barca players with this commitment, really involved, with this intensity also. I'm liking, honestly, what I'm seeing. Although probably it's not the script that we all wanted or love, because we are also suffering a lot with this kind of match. But Barca players, this intensity, this desire, this attitude is fantastic.
Barca attacking. Gavi inside. He's got Kessié. There's Kessié. Oh, lovely ball through to Balde. Balde can put the cross inside. On the edge of the box is Lewandowski. Camavinga heads it away. Busquets over to Rafinha. Lewandowski. Oh, if Rafinha had let it roll.
Throw in.
Get it in. Get it in.
Rafinha takes it quickly. If Rafinha had let it roll, I think it was going to get to Lewandowski. Nice little turn by Busquets protecting the ball here. Rafinha. Rafinha with Busquets. Rafinha from a standstill position back to Araujo. Koundé, careful here because there's lots of Real Madrid players. Araujo manages to hang on to the ball, dispossessed by Camavinga. Modric plays it through to Benzema. And now here is Vinicius, knocked over by Araujo in the shoulder-to-shoulder. The referee says no yellow card, Bruno.
No, and again, Vinicius complaining again, laughing and complaining to the referee. Well, a good set piece now for Real Madrid. Good foul also, stopping this opportunity for Madrid there from Araujo. And well, we're talking about Camavinga, but we have to say that after doubting a little bit in the first minutes, he's now performing really well, cutting and blocking these moves. Again, laughing, Vinicius complaining for another possible foul on him. It's difficult to understand how Martinez Munuera is allowing Vinicius to have all these attitudes.
Now Barca breaking out with Gavi. Rafinha on the right. He's going to slow it down. Rafinha with Gavi. Here is Gavi again. Gavi into the middle, finding Sergio Roberto. Busquets. Barca controlling the ball. We'll go to some photographs that we've got in a second when the ball goes out, so not while the ball is in play.
Yeah, but soon I want to see some good luck charms.
I want to see some good luck charms. Maybe they
After the goal?
they help us to a goal, or maybe just the mention of them. Here is Balde making a run down the left. Balde. Eliminating the
Balde.
Here's Balde. Here's Balde.
Oh,
Here's to
Balde.
Kessie. Oh, Kessie was waiting.
Oh, Valde.
Wow. What a run by Balde. Amazing run by Balde. Now careful with the Real Madrid opportunity for a counter-attack. Here is Modric out wide for Vinicius. Araujo is on him. He's got the help of Koundé. Benzema's going to overlap Vinicius. Vinicius into the middle. Back to Modric on the edge of the box. Benzema's on the left corner of the box. Real Madrid trying to combine. Vinicius tries to back heel it. Rafinha's going to protect it. Rafinha was fouled by Vinicius. Hey, that was a push. Vinicius recovers. Vinicius tries to get inside the box. Toni Kroos on the edge of the box. The cross by Kroos inside, and Benzema puts it into the hands of Ter Stegen. Hey, that was a push.
Yeah, they would have gone back. They could have looked
was
at
clear,
it. They would have
right?
gone back and looked
Really
at it.
clear foul. Really clear foul that the referee hasn't whistled. Really clear.
Come on. Look at it again. Well, well, maybe.
Well,
No?
I don't know. Didn't seem
the
like
push
there was much
exists.
there.
Maybe it's not enough, but there's a push.
Yeah, maybe there was not enough there. The opportunity for Real Madrid. What are the fans booing about now, Bruno?
Well, there has been a knee on Lewandowski from a Madrid player. No yellow card, just a foul here called in favor of Barça. But yeah, another interruption, another collision there, and let's see replay now.
Let's see the replay. Oh, the tackle from behind by Militao. Right, the play's interrupted. Let's do the photographs now quickly. Let's see what our fans have been sending us through the WhatsApp channel. We've been asking for lucky charms. Let's see, what have we got here? My good luck charms, socks on the TV. Ryan from Prague. Wow, nice.
Are they avocado
Nice touch.
socks?
Mr. El Clasico's jersey bringing a lot of good luck to me from
Nice.
Ayan. Thank you very much. Oh, nice one. A Sergio Busquets one. My good luck charm, Coco from Chicago. That's
Hey, it's so cute.
I
No, you don't know this
I
person?
don't know who
Oh,
that
okay.
is, but hey, go Chicago.
Go Chicago, yeah. Gias, Shania and Cindy from the Netherlands. And oh, that's a Barca bracelet.
I think that's Shania. No?
Oh, Shania.
That's my mom's name.
More, let's see. I always chant the Barca wallpaper from England. Oh, Barca wallpaper on the phone. Nice one there. Luke charm I use for every game. Ah, nice. A little bit of jewellery from Felicia. Who else have we got? Let's see.
Ooh,
I will burn
candles.
them out when we need a goal to send thermal energy to the players on the pitch. But today it's different. It will be for 90 minutes. Wow,
Nice.
fantastic with the FCB from Mohamed. Wow, amazing. And this jersey and players. Oh, the black jersey. Nice one.
Here
there.
we are. Spence is the good charm thing, right? On that
Yes,
picture.
of course.
Yeah, Spence is a good charm. Good luck charm. Right, Bruno, what's going on with Lewandowski?
Yeah, during all this interruption, while you were reading comments, Lewandowski has been receiving medical treatment. Now he's gonna go off just for the rules to wait to come back again, hopefully, because yeah, he has received that contact there with the knee, and seems that he's ready. But yeah, let's see if he can continue without problems.
Right, let's see. We're 10 minutes away from half-time already. Here comes the long ball, looking for Rafinha.
I wish we could just have.
Too long.
I wish we could just have hours of this.
Of Clásicos?
I'm having so much fun.
Oh, I'm having fun, but
I mean,
it is exhausting.
It's fun when we have this cushion. You know, the 1-0 lead after the first
Well,
90 minutes.
it's not like a super big cushion.
It's not a super big
Yeah.
cushion. Doesn't make. It's
I
not
think
like
I
not
had-
like an extra comfortable cushion.
No.
It's like when you go to sleep and there's a very thin pillow.
It's like our old couch.
Yeah. Ah, yeah.
I had much fun in La Liga because you knew the cushion was there.
Yeah.
Here's Kessie with a
True.
quick turn. He sends it to Lewandowski, who's back on the pitch. Gavi involved. Now out wide to Kessie, who's on the right. Rafinha's inside the box. Through pass to Gavi. Gavi could put it in a good pass. Ah, the cross was cleared away by Alaba. Real Madrid regained possession. Rafinha and Lewandowski were waiting for that one. Now Barca need to regather, recompose, because Real Madrid are out on the run. Carvajal leading the charge down the right-hand side. He's got Rodrigo available on that right flank. Balde goes at him. Rodrigo's going to drive inside. Real Madrid slow down a little bit. Valverde to Kroos. Here is Camavinga. Vinicius gets involved. Real Madrid with the combination there. Koundé clears as Vinicius was trying to get on the ball. Good clearance there. Good intervention by Jules Koundé. Now Carvajal back to Valverde. Modric, Valverde. Real Madrid on the right-hand side. Here is Carvajal. Real Madrid now enjoying a long possession.
You can see what they're trying to do.
Cruz out of options, turns and passes back to Alaba. And Camavinga on the left. Oh, good defensive effort there from Rafinha. Still a throw-in for Real Madrid. Vamos, vamos. Now the long ball is going to go straight into the hands of Ter Stegen. Bruno, it looks like they ran out of ideas there.
Yes, and half of this ball recovery is for Spotify Camp Nou. Incredible how fans are pressing when Madrid has the ball, supporting the team when Barça now has the ball. A really good atmosphere today again at the Spotify Camp Nou.
Long ball looking for Lewandowski. The fans feel he was knocked over by Militao. The referee says play on. Lewandowski thought he was knocked over as well.
Another fault on Lewandowski. He's receiving a lot today.
Good recovery now. Kessié is going to fight for the ball. Kessié keeps the ball and passes out wide to Rafinha. Let's see if he can accelerate in front of Camavinga. Rafinha's going to cut inside. The pass through, looking for Kessié, but Cruz is going to recover. Now Valverde driving forward. This is non-stop, guys. Benzema was making a run. Carvajal didn't see him. Rodrigo makes himself available into the middle with Modric. Real Madrid switching over to the left. Modric to Vinicius. Araujo comes out. Vinicius is going to put a cross inside. Too long.
Okay. Got scared from Araujo.
Guys, I'm going to ask you, live chat, and you guys as well, what are you liking most about the first half? Is it the Barca chances, which came early? It did come early, but Barca created a couple of chances early. The level of intensity of this game, or Barca's defence?
I see we're spelling defense the
American way.
British.
Oh, British way. Well, yeah.
You're in Europe.
We're in Europe.
I'm just kidding. I'm just messing.
I never know. What are you enjoying the most, though, Spence?
I'm enjoying the chances that Barca had, although we haven't had many in a little while.
We might have one now with Gavi inside the box. Oh, trying to get around Militao. Lewandowski couldn't get onto that ball. Bruno, what are you enjoying the most?
For me, the intensity of this team and the attitude is incredible. Valde again.
Valde trying to get inside and connect with Kessié. Irati, I didn't ask you.
I think it's the intensity, because I think the other two come with the intensity that the team is showing.
I think it's the level of intensity of the whole game. Like with
like
what
the
Real Madrid
fans,
are bringing as well, the fans.
It
feels like a proper Clásico.
Yeah.
Also, like the referee things and everything, like the all-time Clásicos.
Which, fortunately, seems to have calmed down a little bit.
For now.
Like, for now, it looks like cooler heads are prevailing.
I mean, we're going to have a 5-minute break, and then, or I'm sorry, we're going to have a break in 5 minutes, and then we're going to come out for the second half, and it's going to get even more
intense. Well, if the score stays this way. Sorry, Bruno, interrupted.
No, I was going to say in this line that as many things are happening, we are almost at halftime. For me, it has been really fast this first half.
Yeah, that's true.
That's absolutely true. Careful with Real Madrid on the edge of the box. Marcos Alonso gets in front of Benzema. Fantastic there, preventing the Frenchman from getting anywhere closer to Stegen's box.
Yeah, and one thing I'm noticing from Barca's defense that they're doing a lot of in this first half. Hold on, let's make sure they get. All right,
well, Real Madrid are enjoying another long possession here. Here is Cruz, who's going to switch it over to the right-hand side.
These long possessions are nerve-wracking.
They are very nerve-wracking, yes. Valverde trying to feed it into the box. Alonso heads it away. Now Kessié picks it up. See if Barca can run out. Ooh, lovely little pass by Kessié to Gavi. Gavi's going to switch it over, but before the ball gets to Rafinha, Alaba heads it up in the air. Barca recover. Busquets, Lewandowski. Now Rafinha. He's going to have to wait for support because there are more Real Madrid players in that vicinity than Barca players. But Rafinha switches over to Balde. Barca recompose. 5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, let's end the first half here.
Oh.
The ball, opportunity, goal.
What I was going to say was when Barca are defending, which they've had to do a lot of, they're not messing about when the ball is up for grabs at the top of the box and they need to get rid of it. They're not trying to pass out of the back because an unfortunate deflection for them could land at the feet of a Madrid player. They're just booting it clear.
And also they are super organized, like trying to be a block and moving like a block, and you can feel it there. Like there's times that Madrid doesn't know what to do because Barca is so well organized.
Well, we're just over 3 minutes away, 3 minutes and a half away from half-time. It feels, I mean, in a way, it feels like 3 hours have been played because I'm so tired. After all that, I'm
well, with the
exhausted.
pre-show and everything.
Yeah,
it
but also it's flown by.
For
I'm
me,
really
it went
enjoying
super
this game.
fast. Like other matches, you're minute 20 and it seems that you have been here for an hour, and this one just flowed.
Now Koundé plays a long ball through to Rafinha. Kessié is going to chase it, but across comes Alaba to clear. Throw in to Barça. 3 minutes remaining. 0-0. Also, of course, with the 1-0 advantage from the first leg.
Carlo Ancelotti is hammering that chewing gum that he's got right now.
Building a strong draw there.
Well, but
Araujo can keep it in.
he normally does that when he's nervous. Like he takes a lot of chewing gums.
I don't chew.
So
I don't chew gum because I'd hurt my jaw. Because like if I'm during a game like this,
I cannot eat them. So.
Also, it would be like disturbing microphone-wise.
Well, yes, thank you.
Now Barca trying to combine their way forward. Lewandowski couldn't connect with Rafinha. Barca keeping the pressure up. Kroos fighting with Kessié.
Nothing.
Oh,
Play foul.
Rafinha goes down.
And card.
The foul by Luka Modric, and Kessié letting him know that that's not all right, Luka. Bit more tension, Bruno.
Yes, more tension, but now Madrid players are leaving, going to the box to defend this action. I want to highlight all the work from Kessié in this first half. In attack, in defense, for me, from the midfielders, probably the most impressive performance of this match is for Kessié, who is absolutely everywhere and helping a lot the team.
I fully agree, Bruno. He's been everywhere. He's been recovering. He's been allowing Barca to play the ball out of pressurized situations in midfield.
I was just curious because they showed a replay of what just happened with Modric and Kessié getting into it. Hold on.
A minute, here goes Gavi. Gavi into the middle! Too long for Kessié, too short for Rafinha. And Camavinga recovered.
Modric was saying something to Kessié. What language was he saying something? I'd love to know.
Probably Spanish.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, I guess.
It's been living here for long.
Yeah,
You think Kessié's got it now?
Yes.
Oh.
Kessié.
No, he was in Italy. He was in Italy, so he speaks and understands really well Italian.
Okay.
It's kind of similar, Spanish and Italian, so we can assume that, he understands well. And in a football pitch, in the end, the vocabulary, the words are a few ones, so I'll imagine everyone understands each other.
I was just curious. Got the Barça Academy World Cup going on right now at the Ciudad de Sportiva.
Lots of languages being spoken there.
Yeah.
Balde. Balde's going to try and find Rafinha in the middle, but Camavinga clears, only to get it to Frank Kessié. Kessié with Lewandowski. Kessié trying to feed it through to Sergi Roberto, who'd made a good run, but Alaba intercepts now. Real Madrid trying to launch the transition. Vinicius in the middle. Vinicius chased from behind by Kessié. Kessié gets in front of him. Vamos. Vamos, Kessié. Presidente. Good defending there by Kessié, and with the help of Araujo, of course. The president there recovering the ball. Bruno, how much added time?
Yes, let's see. 3 minutes of added time. Yeah, there have been some interruptions. Camavinga, Lewandowski. Careful.
And here a chance for Barça. Balde on the left, the cross by Balde. The shot by Lewandowski! Saved by Courtois. Ball alive, still in the box. Gavi inside. Oh, Rafinha couldn't connect.
Careful.
And now, careful with
Careful.
Real Madrid in transition. Careful, because it's a 3-on-2. Vinicius down the middle. Benzema back to Vinicius. Vinicius to Sevilla. Oh, it's a goal. It's a goal. It's a goal. Real Madrid score. Real Madrid score right before half-time. Benzema was the one who ultimately pushed it into the back of the net. And in transition, they score right before half-time to equalise the tie. such a shame because it went from a possible 1-0 to a, well, for a 1-0 for Barca to a 1-0 for Real Madrid. Let's see. It's possibly Benzema
Possible.
offside.
Possible. It's worth a look.
Koundé saved.
That's
The ball had already
unlucky.
bounced in, I think, before Benzema kicked it in. Mighty effort there by Koundé. Benzema finished the job. Barca concede the goal right before half-time. I say just keep going the way we have. It's unfortunate that it's right before half-time.
And it's unfortunate it comes from your most clear opportunity.
Right, Bruno, what's the reaction of Spotify Camp Nou?
Well, the face of Xavi Hernandez, of course, explains it everything. It's, first of all, Barca's goal was there. Second of all, the main danger of Real Madrid, Xavi knows it really well as a player, as a manager, is counterattacks, transitions, and Madrid has executed perfectly that counterattack. Barca have been unlucky because Koundé almost saved the goal on the line. But, well, now tie is all square, all tight. This starts again from 0. One goal plays you into the final. That's what Barca has to think right now.
Yeah, that is true, and it's so unfortunate because it came from a great Barca opportunity, the shot by Lewandowski, saved by Courtois.
That we didn't even get a replay of.
No, of course, because the goal happened.
Yeah, because there was a lot there, and I mean, I know they weren't going to do anything with it, but it looked like it could have been a foul.
There's an opportunity
Gabi,
for one
right?
final chance here.
I was
Real Madrid
thinking that
interrupt.
also.
Barca tried to play the free kick from behind. Modric was not at the required distance.
This should be a yellow card according to the rules, but referee is not going to show Modric's yellow card.
Let's see if we can get one final chance. Rafinha. Rafinha back to Koundé. Koundé into the middle. Busquets. Busquets with the turn. Let's see if we can get the ball to Balde. I hope we get a few extra seconds because of that Real Madrid interruption there. Barca with the build-up. Do need to get cracking. Oh, we've lost the ball. We've lost the ball, and now we need to run back. No, the referee blows the final whistle, and Real Madrid feel like a transition
that one
opportunity.
Is yellow card for Vinicius. What
no,
he has
no,
done.
Rodrigo.
It was Rodrigo.
It was Rodrigo.
Oh, I
It was
confused
Rodrigo.
him.
Real Madrid players complaining because they felt that there was a chance for a transition. We've got confirmation that there was no offside in the build-up to the Real Madrid goal. Such an unfortunate circumstance that we conceded a goal right before half-time. We are 1-0 down. I don't know if the goal was given to Vinicius or Benzema ultimately. I think it should be Vinicius
Benzema.
probably. We'll check on that in a second.
Vinicius.
I want live chat. In spite of that goal, did you like or did you dislike the first half? Thumbs up or thumbs down? I'd say thumbs down for the result. I'd say thumbs up for everything else.
Yeah, I think it's
like
this.
It's a this
like
situation.
Barca played well, defend well, was organized, intensity was well. We created the opportunities, and I felt that in most part of this first half, Barca was the one controlling the game. But unluckily, they are one of the best teams in the world with those counterattacks, and they caught us there. So it's thumbs up for the feelings and how Barca is playing, and thumbs down for the result.
Yeah, you go like this, and I go like this. Thumbs in the middle, because there are a lot of conflicting emotions and feelings right now after what was a great first half that Barca played, and a near chance to take a 2-0 lead on aggregate, and instead now it's 45 minutes and all to play for. So let's hope that Barca can find a way through in the second half. They've got the home crowd behind them.
It was a good first half. It was an intense first half. We need a bit of a breather. Irati and I are going to take a bit of a rest then. Spence will do that after his halftime quiz. Stick with him. He'll keep you entertained. We'll be back talking about the game in just a few minutes. Spence, take it away.
Did he once eat 44 croquetas? 44 croquetas. I have to say, I am a little bit hungry. Game time. Come on, people. Let's get it. This game's not over. This tie is not over. You know we have work to do. I know you know that. I know that you knew this wasn't going to be easy. So let's start with the halftime quiz and get going on the right track. Let's see if we can go 5 for 5. El Clasico halftime quiz. You do that, you're helping Barca. You're helping Barca win to get to the final of the Copa del Rey 2023. Let's do it. Halftime quiz. Come on. Question 1. Let's talk about Barça at the Spotify Camp Nou. How many more higher attended home games are there than the highest attended road game this season? 0, 3, 9, or 15. How many more games? Essentially, what the question is asking, I didn't have enough room to write it, but basically what it's asking is it the top 1, the top 3, the top 9, or the top 15 attended games all played at home this season? 0, 3, 9, or 15. How many of the highest attended home matches? Get your answers in now. I'll read them out. I got you. I'm watching. All right, I'm seeing 3 from a lot of people. 9 from Panza, 9 from Uzit, 3 from Renata, 3 from Rocket, 9 from everything. Kevin Contreras says C, 9. Houter says B. Imam says D. Let's see. I'm only seeing a couple of right answers. Football Flash has it right. Football Flash may be on their way to 5 for 5. IDK DK says 15. And that is where we're headed. So we've got only a couple of right answers. Can I please see that right answer? Yes. 15. The top 15 most attended games that Barça have been to this season have been played at the Spotify Camp Nou. This one will be no exception. The highest attended road game was the 75 Gs that they saw at Bayern in the Champions League. So, with that knowledge inside our cerebros, let's go to the next one. Give me what the highest attended game of the season was. Was it the Liga El Clásico March 19th? Was it the November 6th PK retirement against Almeria? Was it the October 12th UCL group stage game against Inter Milan? Or was it the February 16th Europa League tie against Manchester United? Highest attended game of the season. Answers in now. I'm seeing answers from Juju, who says B. User says A. Stan Lucas says B. Gamer Lyric says A. Lion the Pro says B. Ixi says A. Aman says A. Kavish says B. Omar says Barça. Johan says A. Maltrick says A. Raj Johnny says B. A lot of A's and B's. Not a lot of other guesses here. Football Flash says D. I'm sorry, Football Flash. No 5 for 5 for you today. Rotari says C. And let's see. Jared Quintanilla says A. Yeah, most of you are on this. Most of you have a pretty good idea of the highest attended game. So I would like to see the answer. Highest attended game was... yeah. March 19th. El Clásico. That turned into a great day. Man, what a day. What a fun day that was for everybody. All right, now we have more knowledge, and we're going to use that knowledge to go into the next question. It's like knowledge inception. Question 3. What was the attendance of that March 19th game? You've got 4 choices. They're all in the 90,000s. Was it 93, 112, 95, 745, 96, 320, or 98, 695? Get your answers in ahora. Tick, 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 tick. Ion says A, 93. Just Oscar says it's D. Abir says B, 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 B. That's a lot of B's. A C for Newborn. A B for Gamer Lyric. Santiago Puentes says C. Newborn says C. Carlos says C. Football Flash says C. Are we getting this right? We have right answers here. Rocket Shui has it right. Luke Ninja Gamer has it right. Kofil has it right. Abir has it right. Well done, people. Impressive. Y'all are on your game today. Answer for number 3 is 95,745 souls at the Spotify Camp Nou. And I don't know what the attendance is going to be today. Hopefully Bruno can answer that for us. It's going to be close to that number, I would imagine. We'll see. That's a pretty packed house. 2 more questions to go in the halftime quiz. Question 4. Marcos Alonso is a player that's starting today. He's been a part of the defensive attributes. He's the first player in the history of the El Clasico rivalry to do what? The first player to start a game for each team, to play 4 different positions in the same match, to score against Madrid in his first game against them, or to play for both teams while making stops at more than one other club in between. Go. User says D. And so far, user is the only user that's using the chat. Antonio Herrera says A. So is Maimuna. C for Carlos Martinez. Mija says C. R is literally just the R. Says B. User says no. User wanted to put something else in, I guess. I don't know. Vergolini says D. Elias says C. Elias Andrade. Mac says C. We had Gamer, we have Clavey who says B. A lot of different answers coming in, but mostly C's, a couple of A's, and a few D's. Which is the right answer? It was D. And now that leads us to our final question of the halftime quiz. Irati and Robert are ready to go, but they have to wait an extra second. You guys hold on? You can wait? Yeah, they're good. They're good. All right, question 5. How many Clasico hat tricks have we seen since the turn of the century? Now, I know Robert Van Eckhout is, the all-knowing being on everything Barça. So you've got 4 options, 1, 3, 7, or 9. We're talking about from the year 2000 to the present day. How many Clasico hat tricks have there been in any competition? 1, 3, 7, or 9?
I can only remember 3. 2 Messi ones and 1 Suarez one.
So Robert says 3.
Ronaldo also.
I don't know if there's a Real Madrid. Yeah, if there's a Real Madrid
Ronaldo,
player who scored a hat, but I don't think Ronaldo scored a hat trick against Barca. No, I don't think so. I think it's 3.
Most answers that are coming in are that 3, including Eli Brudo, including Santiago. User. No, sorry. User had a bad day. He should try a new username.
I think it's 3, Spence.
Messi, Suarez?
Messi 2006-2007, Messi 2013-14, Suarez 18-19.
I'm done, man. I'm out. I'm out. Here's your answer. Go ahead, show it. He's not cheating.
Crazy.
He's just a nut.
Bam. Vale. Okay, let's go. Thank you, Spencer, for the halftime quiz and a chance to show off there. We're 1-0 down at halftime. There's 45 minutes to play. All things are tie. With this result, we would go into extra time, which is something, Bruno Ballester, that we don't really want.
No. Really lucky Barça, because I think the Blaugranas have been better than Madrid in the whole 45 minutes. The Blaugranas have enjoyed an incredible chance. Courtois has made an incredible save. That rebound, instead of going corner kick or away, has gone to a Madrid player. They have started building up the counter-attack. It has been really difficult for Barça to stop that one. And it seemed that Koundé was going to save the goal, but again, unlucky because Benzema has arrived from the back, scoring in a key moment. We always say, of course, that the last minutes of a half, the first ones are always really important. It's all square now. Barça started this game with an advantage. They don't have this advantage, but we have to remember the team are playing at home. This is always also an extra point of advantage. The team has to continue playing like they are doing a thing, and now, of course, they need to score a goal.
Yes, Bruno, I mean, we stated the other day how important it was that Sergi Roberto scored a goal at right before half-time, the psychological goal, so we can't understate how important this one might be for Real Madrid. We need Barca to react. I'm going to ask the fans a question. I'm going to ask you a question. Who was the best player for Barca in the first half? I'm giving you 3 options: Balde, Gavi, or Kessié.
I'm gonna go for Kessié. I think, has been the best one for FC Barcelona, defending without the ball, also with the ball in attacking that transitions, giving the ball quickly, combining quickly, and giving spaces and passes. So I'm gonna go for Kessié, but we have to say that also the matches from Gavi and Balde have been really good ones so far. Really lucky. This feeling that Barca are doing what they have to do, but really lucky that counter-attack. And talking from the possible 1-0 up to 1-0 down, that's football. That's Real Madrid, and we know it. So, important now to change the mentality in this halftime to try and go for this goal.
Exactly. We start all over again at the beginning of this second half. All tied. Guys, who was the best player in the first half? For me, I agree with Bruno, it was Kessié.
Kessié was one of the best, but I also like how Araujo, of course, played in this first half of the Clásico, and also Alejandro Balde. I think he was outstanding.
Spence?
Yeah, I think those are 2 really good options. It's hard to say because I thought everybody was playing their own role pretty well. I don't think anybody, did anything outside of what they should have been doing. So I'm going to give it to just about everybody. I would say Araujo sticks out.
I think there's anything that Barca needs to improve maybe in the second half is we need something extra from our 2 up front, from Rafinha and Lewandowski. We need them to be difference makers.
Well, at the very end, they didn't have the support that they needed to link up with people, and they were trying to go too fast.
Yeah, I think that too, because Rafinha got many opportunities, but in that 1-versus-1 never succeed there. Camavinga won him many times. He tried with the crosses, and Barca was creating danger when was just changing the ball to the other side to Alejandro Balde in those counterattacks. So maybe we can keep pushing there and also try to find Lewandowski, as you said.
Definitely. Obviously, if things go sideways in this second half, we do have the option of players like Ansu Fati or Ferran Torres on the bench. In fact, I do want to ask the live chat, who would you like to see in the second half? Is it 1 Ferran? Is it 2 Ansu? Is it 3 Pablo Torre, for example? Because we do have 2 midfielders who are booked right now, Sergio Roberto and Gavi.
I would love to see Ansu, because I think these kind of matches are made for special players, and Ansu scored the last day, just forgot about all these days without scoring and all the crises he's got. So I think when everything is tight, you need this kind of special players.
I can't disagree one bit. Wouldn't say it any better myself.
Bruno, the Real Madrid players are back on the pitch. There's no indications of any substitutions, right?
No, let me count 5 and 5, 10 plus Courtois 11. Same 11 for Real Madrid. Now we start seeing Barca players, and also Barca are gonna start the second half with the same 11. From kickoff. Attendance today 94,902 spectators, so almost equaling the one from La Liga, that it was a little bit more than 95,000, but practically full house today at the Spotify Camp Nou.
And they have been amazing so far in their support, right, Bruno?
Yes, and that's of course the advantage the Barca has for this second half. Meritorious support from their whole supporters. Let's see if they continue like this.
Right, before the second half starts, we've been asking the fans for their good luck charms on our WhatsApp channel. Let's take a look at a few of the photographs that we've received as the second half gets going. Let's do that very quickly. We might have to interrupt if anything important happens. Right, Visca Barça in the middle of my English. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, Pam. Amazing. Let's hope you don't get caught. Come on, Barça. Today you win with that little Barça football from Kefla Thursday. Thank you for sending in that photograph. A Barça crest as a keyring. El meu amulet de la sort, soc argentí. Salutacions a la gent d'Argentina. Saludos. This jersey is my match day jersey. It's crunch time, Visca el Barça, the Messi jersey from Brandon. I like it, the vintage one now. Now vintage, that jersey's probably more than 10 years old.
The other day I was checking, my dad has this Meiba one, Barca won the first Champions League, and we checked, and it was like over 300 euros now on internet because it's vintage.
Wow.
It was crazy.
First movements in the bench for Real Madrid in this case. Ceballos and Nacho are warming up, and for FC Barcelona now, we are gonna see the first players. Ferran Torres is the first one who starts warming up for Barça.
Ferran Torres warming up for Barça. The pressure by Rafinha on Courtois, who's going to play it out long. Marcos Alonso brings it down on his chest. And as Modric was looking to recover, Marcos Alonso handballed it. Modric wants a yellow card, but Marcos already had his arm up.
And Ansu Fati. You were asking about Ansu Fati, and now also joins Ferran Torres in the sideline.
Xavi keeping his options open in case we need something extra up front. Maybe switch to a 4-3-3.
I mean, you were going really well in that first half. And I know you gave up the goal, but you just got to keep with the same mentality.
Oh, Vinicius gets past Araujo inside the box. Vinicius, his cross blocked by Koundé. The rebound falls out to Camavinga. One of the rare chances in which Vinicius got past Araujo. Koundé was there to have his back. Here we go again. Real Madrid with the ball. Carvajal, Camp Nou. Spotify Camp Nou trying to put pressure on the Real Madrid players with the boos, with the whistles. Valverde on the right. Valverde back to Cruz. Real Madrid combining. Vinicius trying to feed it through to Rodrigo, and Marcos is going to clear it out. Barca need to...
Yeah. Real Madrid, you feel like that psychological goal we said before, like they have entered with an extra motivation and stuff, and they are pushing more in these first minutes.
And I did say before, Spence, I think it was the moment when you'd gone out, we did state in the last Clásico how important that Sergio Roberto goal was right before half-time. The timing of that goal, we can't understate now how that one might be important for Real Madrid.
Well, goals change games, and they're going to have plenty of confidence behind this. The man who's starting to get involved in the first few minutes of the second half is a name that we didn't call almost at all in the first half, and that's Federico Valverde.
Yeah.
So we got to be careful, because you know how he can change the game with one swing of his leg.
What's happened now, Bruno?
Let's see this foul now on Militao that has been whistled by the referee. An important aspect, of course, to take into account for this second half is to see the players that are booked. For Barça, Gavi and Roberto. Remember, for Real Madrid, Vinicius Junior. Of course, this is something that always in a football game can be important.
Careful with the Real Madrid attack. Kessié inside the box, rejecting the Carvajal low cross. Gavi is going to play it out, looking for Lewandowski. Militao got in ahead of him. Right now, at the moment, Real Madrid look like the more comfortable team on the pitch as Luka Modric speeds things up, gets forward. Benzema on the edge of the box. The shot by Benzema, and it's in the back of the net, and Real Madrid are 2-0 up. He was very open. He was very, very open there. So Real Madrid score right before half-time and right at the beginning of the second.
Where we are in the same points, it's one goal.
It's one goal. Before we didn't need it, now we do need it. Now we need a goal that would force extra time. We'll see how both teams react to this, but I have a feeling, Bruno, that Benzema had acres of space on the edge of the box.
Yeah, many space, and Benzema with so many space and so close to the goal, it's practically impossible to miss this shot for him. Let's see, because I imagine that Xavi will move quickly now the bench, playing with 3 forwards up front. Tough moments, because you let in a goal just before halftime, you let in another goal in the first minutes of this second half. Really bad start of Barça in this second half. And now you're 1 goal away from forcing the extra time. Of course, remember, not anymore the double goals away rule. So Barça needs now 1 goal to force the extra time.
It was the run by Rodrigo that drags Koundé away and opens up the space for Benzema.
Koundé hit the deck. He must have just tripped on his way down, but Benzema wasn't missing that. You know that.
Yeah.
Right, fill the live chat with Barca Hearts, please. We need the support. We need all the luck that we can. We need all the support now for Barca in this complicated situation. Fill the live chat with blue and red hearts, please.
Like, if we have to take an optimistic point of view of all this, it's like the goal came early. You have the full second half to...
And all you need is 1 goal. Here comes Balde charging forward. His cross initially blocked by Carvajal. Now Barca need to change the tempo of this game. And we'll see how Real Madrid react to this as well. If they decide to sit back a little bit more, Busquets is going to recover on the edge of the box. Here's Kessié. Kessié trying to cut to his left. Kessié goes down. Gets
Shoot
it to
it,
Balde.
Balde, shoot it.
Balde, shot by Balde. Oh, Courtois punches it away. Busquets is going to pick up the rebound. First chance for Barça. It was Alejandro Balde. Now Rafinha. Rafinha with the cross. Looking for Gavi inside the box. Too long.
Oh. That's what I love to see from Balde.
Yeah, testing, because it was saved by Courtois, but then maybe the ball gets into another player.
Exactly.
Like, you have to try.
A good shot there by Alejandro Balde. Then the subsequent cross from Rafinha was too high, too long. And it's a goal kick for Real Madrid. Good reaction, Bruno, from Barça.
Good reaction for Barça, but I think the players need to try to find, if it's possible, low shots, because Courtois, if he has to save the ball up, is practically the best one in the world. So you need to find, it's really difficult to score a goal against Courtois, and yeah, I think with low balls would be much easier for the Blaugranas.
And we can't lose control of the game either, not just like go too mad up front and leave more spaces at the back for Rodrigo, Vinicius, Benzema to manoeuvre. We need to be careful with that, most definitely. Right, Real Madrid with the advantage in the tie. Now Carvajal gets in behind. Low cross by Carvajal. It bounces off of, I think, Gavi, and it was offside anyway.
This is a point where you have to really be careful, because we know that Madrid, when they're rolling, can start to rattle off 2, 3, 4 in a row pretty quickly. We've seen that this year against some of the best teams in the world. You've got to be careful, because nothing changes, I think, for Xavi in the game plan in terms of their attack. They've been attacking well.
Rafinha trying to get past Camavinga. Rafinha inside the box. Camavinga gets the last touch. It's a corner kick, Bruno.
Vamos. Corner kick for Barça. Let's see if the Blaugranas can create problems from a set piece with, of course, our main weapon, Ronald Araujo.
The last touch by Camavinga. Corner kick. Up comes Araujo. Up comes Marcos. Up comes Koundé. Also Kessié and Lewandowski inside the box. Be a good moment for Araujo. There's the header!
Oh,
he got a touch on it. Not enough. Not in the right direction. Right, 2-0 down. One goal would send this into extra time. Real Madrid with the advantage after a late goal in the first half and an early one in the second. Now, of course, they're going to take their time with goal kicks and every set piece that they get. Kessié through to Rafinha. Here's Rafinha. Here's Rafinha. Go Rafinha. Go Rafinha. Inside the box. The shot by Rafinha goes out.
Good pass.
Good pass by Kessié, who is playing very well today.
Yeah, amazing match.
Well, Barca have reacted well after this goal, definitely. Found Rafinha a couple of times. Now another situation in which Real Madrid are going to take their time with the goal kick, Bruno.
Yes, and plans also for Ancelotti have changed. Ceballos was warming up, Asensio was warming up. Now these two players are seated on the bench, and we see defensive players like Lucas, Rudiger and Tchouaméni.
Busquets heads it forward. Gavi goes up for it, fighting with Carvajal. Real Madrid have the ball. A foul called against Barca as Rodrigo went down. Now the clock seems to be ticking faster. All of a sudden, 10 minutes have been played in the second half.
Yeah, well, especially after that second goal was scored.
Yeah.
But there is time. There's time.
Oh, there's plenty of time. All we need is one goal at the moment. Take
even
one
if
thing
it's
at a
in
time.
last minute, like we just need one goal.
Oh, please let it be before that.
Yeah, we'd love to have more time to score another one.
Barca playing from behind. Koundé. Koundé plays it forward to Kessié. He has the help of Araujo. Here goes Ronald Araujo. Can he get past Camavinga? Yes, he can. Araujo driving forward. Camavinga keeps up with him. Araujo stops, controls, and makes and gets it all inside the box. Araujo leaves it behind. Araujo still has it. Araujo cuts it. Araujo! Oh
It was the goal of the year.
dear! It was going to be the goal of the year.
Araujo. He was Maradona suddenly.
Oh dear, Bruno Araujo almost brings the house down.
What an incredible chance. Lewandowski was there wanting that ball after the final recovery, but of course this passion and this extra point of energy after recovering that one, Araujo has tried to find a shot.
And you know what?
It's corner
That was a
kick.
corner. That should have been a corner kick. It went off of Alaba.
No, a mistake there by the referees, but yeah, almost there. Barca, really good reaction, yes, after this second goal. and if the team continues like this, the goal has to arrive.
Right. 2-0. Good reaction from Barca after conceding. A couple of opportunities. Now Balde under pressure. Real Madrid recover. Rodrigo's going to try and go deep. Comes back, turns, and feeds it through to oncoming run of Modric. The low cross by Modric, met by no one. Vinicius is going to pick it up, but someone, Araujo needs help. Vinicius on the left. Vinicius. Kessie is there. Penalty?
Come on.
Oh.
What is called?
Penalty for Real Madrid. It looks like Kessie knocked over Vinicius. Not Vinicius over.
If there has been a contact, no way VAR is going to overrule this decision. So it seems that yes, it's going to be penalty.
Oh my. Oh my lord. Yeah, it's a penalty. It's a clear penalty. There's no way around it. How things have changed. I mean, the late goal in the first half changed everything. And it's a clumsy tackle by Kessie there on Vinicius. You can't see the Barca players complaining really. And now we're in a very complicated situation here. Penalty for Real Madrid. Be a great time for Ter Stegen to come up big here. Feel the live chat with airplanes. Come on for Ter Stegen.
Come on, Mark. Come on, Mark.
Benzema's going to take it. Referee blows the whistle. Benzema's going to take it with his right. Sends Ter Stegen the wrong way, and Real Madrid are 3-0 up. And now we're going to need an almighty reaction. Second goal for Benzema.
Ansu Fati is going to come on. First reaction now for Xavi Hernandez. Let's see this change. Is Kessie coming off for Ansu Fati? Unlucky for Kessie because he was playing a really good game, but this penalty, of course, has changed a little bit his performance. So Ansu Fati coming on for Kessie is the first movement for Xavi Hernandez.
And I tell you guys that if there's any night to come back to that star Ansu Fati had, is this one.
Yeah. I'm actually a bit surprised.
Scenario.
I'm actually a bit surprised that it's Kessie that goes off instead of Roberto or Gavi, who have a yellow card. So Xavi still keeps those two players on the pitch. So we're going back to a 4-3-3. Barca need to keep a cool head with half an hour remaining, but also need to just go for it.
Yeah, but when you go for it against Madrid, it can be this is what I'm saying, it can be dangerous because they put numbers up in bunches. And
careful now with the pass by Marcos Alonso. Marcos Alonso.
Should have been another.
Thank God, it should have been another. Marcos Alonso with a clumsy pass. He passed it back to Benzema. Benzema with the oncoming, with a cut pass to Modric. Modric tried to put it through to Rodrigo, and Rodrigo couldn't get there. But it almost was Real Madrid's fourth. And Barca look like they're decomposed. Barca look like they need a timeout here.
Yeah.
We need a timeout here.
It's on mental.
And just how well we were doing in the first half and how right now this looks.
Well, in the second half, despite of the first goal, like Barca had opportunities.
Oh no, we've had opportunities. We reacted well to the second goal, and then all of a sudden, clumsy penalty.
Well, right before the penalty, I was just about to say I didn't get the chance to. That Barca aren't out of ideas in attack. They're continuing to find those pockets of space.
We need to press it.
And now they need the ball.
Right. Real Madrid with the ball. Here's Rodrigo. It looks like Real Madrid are just super comfortable here. Vinicius making a drive at Araujo. Vinicius is going to try and go deep. He turns, stumbles over. Araujo recovers and gets it to Rafinha. Rafinha through to Busquets. Now Barca need to be organised here. Busquets through to Sergi Roberto. Is there a chance for us to run here? Real Madrid are very organised at the back though, and Fede Valverde is going to win it back. I mean, right now it looks like the Barca players are absolutely gassed.
I was just going to say that they look really tired.
Benzema inside the box, in front of him is Koundé. Benzema tries to switch it over to Carvajal. That wasn't a good cross, but Real Madrid keep possession anyway. Camavinga on the edge of the box. Camavinga closed down by Gavi. Here is Benzema again. Benzema on the edge of the box. Rodrigo inside, tries to go through Araujo, no chance. And now Busquets.
No chance, but no outlet.
Let's not lose the head.
There's no outlet. They're just trying to go too quick. Only Lewandowski was up ahead.
Yeah.
Yep, and that was too long of a pass, and just playing out of desperation.
And we saw Araujo doing this a couple of times, like doing this because it's 2 goals. You score now 1, and then everything changed with the Spotify Camp Nou full of people and everything. But don't lose the mind.
Vinicius on the edge. Benzema closed down, tries to play it through, but all the loose balls are going to Real Madrid players, and now the Barca fans are asking a little bit more of the players. Rafinha is going to try and recover. Rafinha playing very deep. Rafinha is fouled. If Xavi had the ability to call a timeout right now, he would do so.
Yes, because of course we are talking that 1 goal for Barca changes again the game, but the reality is that it's closer to the 4th now for Madrid than the first one for Barca. Let's see, because Eric Garcia now is also joining Ferran Torres. What can be another resource to introduce, we imagine, Eric Garcia as a midfielder like Xavi did in Elche.
So Ferran Torres and Eric Garcia warming up here. Barca need 2 goals to force extra time. Be ideal if we scored 1 between now and the 70th minute. Tried to get ourselves back in the game.
Yeah.
Stegen plays it long for Balde, too long, straight out for a throw-in. Balde needs to get back now. How things change with that silly little goal at the end of the game, the first half.
And it all started in the best opportunity we had.
Now Gavi trying to up the intensity, pressure on Militao. He's going to go at Courtois.
It feels we will need like 5 Gavis right now on the field.
Yes, we would. Busquets. See if Barca can attack in an organised fashion right now. Rafinha, get bodies forward. Rafinha tries to go around Vinicius, and Camavinga is unable to. And now here is Modric. Modric with the switch over to Rodrigo. Barca have to track all the way back.
When they went behind in the league game a couple of weeks ago, it was so early, so they felt that they had a mountain of time to catch up and come back. And right now, with 30 minutes left and 2 goals to get, that's when they're starting to feel pressed.
But that is where Spotify Camp Nou enters and everything. Like,
good recovery, good recovery. Now Busquets in open space. Busquets in open space, looking for the pass through to Rafinha. It was so predictable. And Barca didn't have enough bodies forward. I think you just need to calm yourself down there, not try to play direct.
Eric and Ferran are going to come on for Barca.
Okay, see how that changes the game. I would say maybe Rafinha's taken off, because he hasn't been all that successful today at beating the one-on-ones with Camavinga. And I imagine Eric is to come on for either Roberto or Gavi.
Roberto should be.
Roberto.
Yeah. Now Araujo makes the ball bounce off of Camavinga. Is it happening now, Bruno?
Yes, let's see. Or not. No, it doesn't seem now. Next action.
Okay, next action. Let's see.
Or now. Let's see, because the 4th official is now with the board. But no, Ter Stegen is playing the ball, so next action.
Okay, Barca playing from behind. Balde. Ansu tries to get in front of Militao, does well. Lewandowski's going to protect the ball. Levy into the middle, Busquets. And now the ball is going to be switched over to Rafinha, who had an advantage.
Keep it moving.
Dini comes back to help defend. Here's Rafinha. Rafinha, long ball straight out. Right. Substitutions, Bruno.
Yes, substitutions for Barca. Eric Garcia coming on for Marcos Alonso. That's the first change. And the second one is, Ferran Torres for Rafinha.
Okay, Rafinha goes off the nearest side for him. Eric Garcia comes on for Marcos Alonso. And Barca have 25 minutes to score 2 goals, Bruno.
Yes, it's not impossible, of course, but the point is that the feeling right now is what I was saying minutes ago, that the 4th goal of Madrid is closer than the first one for Barca. Let's see if this changes now in the following minutes. And of course, if you score a goal, it would be great to do it, before the 70th minute, but now it's getting difficult. Let's see now.
Good recovery, good recovery. Gavi to Ferran.
Please.
Come on. The cross by Ferran Torres. Up high. In the air. Balde. The shot blocked. I thought
good.
Ferran could have taken the shot there instead of taking the extra touch too long. And now, Eric Garcia is going to be booked here. Real Madrid with a chance to counter. Barça are going to recover through Koundé.
Vamos.
Run.
The referee played advantage just long enough.
Koundé with the long run forward. Koundé, can he put the cross inside? There's no one there to meet it. There's no one there to meet it. Is Eddie going to see a yellow card?
No. He's going to be lucky, I think, because as the action continued, he's going to be... Oh, yes. Surprised, but in the end, he has been booked, Eric Garcia. Well, it was a clear one. But, well, that's the way to go now. Barça reacting for the first time since that third goal of Real Madrid. And that's the way to go with this good reaction now from Barça.
I thought that Ferran could have taken the shot there.
It would have had to have been first time.
Yeah, first time shot.
Yeah.
Right, yellow card for Eric Garcia. Just a minute after coming on, really. Now, can Barça recover here on the edge of the box? Ferran's going to fight for it with Camavinga. Real Madrid get it, though. Barça trying to press up high with renewed energies, with Ansu and Ferran having come on. Good recovery between Busquets, Gavi, Araujo and Ferran. Oh, the foul on Busquets. And will Barça play the set piece or will they play it short?
Well, they haven't been putting it into the box with these situations. They're just restarting play, and I can actually understand it because they continue to develop chances.
Yeah. Plus, Real Madrid are very good at defending themselves in those set-piece situations with Militao, with Alaba. But is there going to be a set-piece?
All right, fine. What do I know? I know nothing.
What do we know? Yeah. Ferran is going to be the one to swing it in. Several Barca bodies up. Real Madrid with everyone to defend this action. Oh, that's a very high cross by Ferran, and Araujo couldn't fight for it. Straight out for a goal kick.
Pablo Torre warming up now for Barça. Pablo Torre is warming up. Xavi has one more window to use and two more changes.
Okay. See if Pablo Torre gets any minutes. Because we still have two booked players on the pitch, right, Bruno? We've got...
Eric and Gavi, and Roberto, no?
Oh, three.
Who has, Roberto is still on, Roberto, Gavi and Eric.
Yeah, true. I didn't remember the most recent one, the Eric one.
I guess it will be Pablo Torre for Sergio Roberto.
I guess if Pablo Torre were to come in, I guess Roberto would be the player who'd be replaced. Right, here we go again. Busquets, through ball. Lewandowski's going to fight for it. Lewandowski hangs on and passes to Balde. He's got Ansu further ahead. Here is Ansu. Ansu, can he go forward? Ansu tries to cross it. Cross blocked. Picks it up again. Ansu. Back to Busquets. And Busquets is going to switch it over to the right for Ferran Torres. Can he have a go at Camavinga? Ferran Torres, long touch, goes down, no foul called.
Let's stop this.
And now Vinicius blocked by Araujo. No fouls called either way.
Play on, keep going.
Right, well, let's go, because Vinicius is still down. We're about to hit the 70th minute. Quick touch, Sergio Roberto, Ansu. Militao, did he take it away with his hand? That's what Camp Nou is saying. Now Gavi called for a foul. Barca need 2 goals after a disastrous start to the second half, in which Real Madrid got the job done. Foul called on Gavi. And we're about to hit the 70th minute mark, which means we're 20 minutes away from the end. You know, just the body language doesn't look great today, honestly.
No.
Here's Balde making a run forward. It can all change with a goal. Oh, Balde fire from behind. That's a yellow.
Yeah.
Card for Carvajal.
Second yellow for Real Madrid. The first one actually in an action in play, because the first one for Vinicius was after that tense moment with Gavi. So yellow card now for Real Madrid.
It's a clear foul on Balde. From behind by Carvajal. Right.
There's
Barca
time.
going to swing it into the box.
Honestly, I normally say I want to see it swung into the box or take a shot or something, but I kind of like what they've been. Well, they're going to swing it in.
Here comes the cross by Ferran.
But they're
Courtois
not
up high. Yeah, you're not getting any advantage.
They're not getting anything from that. I'd rather see them just continue to work it around because now Madrid have
now
the
they're
ball.
going to
Real
take
Madrid
time
have the
for-
ball. Militao is down. Militao is constantly down. Bruno.
Yes, the referee has been a collision, now calling to the doctors that are coming on now. Yes, the interruptions are going to start for sure now because Madrid can let in a goal and they will continue in the final because Barça needs 2 goals to force this extra time. Now Militao stands up when just the doctors are arriving to his position. So, well, another aspect here is Asensio, who's going to come on for Real Madrid. Marco Asensio.
I assume Rodrigo's the player who's going to be taken off.
Yeah, most likely. Or Fede.
I mean, if this is the way, go ahead, Bruno.
Let's see, because Martin Mura going to the bench, and it seems that some objects have been thrown from the stands, and now the protocols says that they have to announce it in the whole Camp Nou, before continuing the game.
If this is the way that this game ends, and it does end 3-0, you got to look at it as a 15 to 20 minute stint of an entire 2 legs that got away from you. I mean, there's no excuse for it, but I also don't think it's the complete end of the world. It might mean, you know, one less trophy and a learning situation.
I think you definitely need to end the game on a high, though.
Yeah, you can get a goal back.
Give yourself a chance to
well, now the substitution, Asensio coming on here for, let's see, who's the Real Madrid player who's going to be replaced? Rodrigo, Rodrigo coming off for Asensio. And we are still waiting to the Camp Nou to announce that the fans cannot throw objects, but I don't know why communications between here the delegates down and up where the speaker is placed are so slow. Now they're announcing it.
Right, it's been announced, so yes. 15 minutes later, we can resume this game.
I still wouldn't give up hope. This is the Copa. For some reason in the Copa, things happen in a stranger way. We've seen that late drama.
Oh, there's been lots of late drama, but yeah. Barca needs something to change in this game.
Yeah, the mood is not there. It's not the Barca we were seeing in the first half.
Even in the first leg, when Real Madrid were like putting pressure on us and we were like defending very deep, the non-verbal, like look, what you saw on the players' facial expressions was different.
It feels they want to run so much just to score that first goal that sometimes when you are in that rush you make small mistakes.
Now there are small mistakes. Vinicius goes down. The referee tells him to get up because there was no foul there by Araujo. And just in those long switches from the Barca players, there's like too much urgency. To Stegen failed, and he never fails. Araujo almost put Balde into a complicated situation now here. Here is Busquets taking too long, and Modric dispossessing him from behind. Asensio, Benzema. Eric is going to have the advantage there. Careful to Stegen, he passes it straight to Benzema. Benzema's going to go deep, cuts back. See, these mistakes are not normal for Barca. 15 minutes remaining. Real Madrid in possession. Camavinga, guarded by Ferran. Real Madrid moving the ball around. Ferran's going to see a yellow for a foul on Vinicius, going too hard.
Yes, and probably also for the other foul that has done during the move that the referee allowed to continue playing, so kind of double action. I think that's why he receives the yellow card.
But you can't allow that frustration to boil over. No, the yellow card was not for Araujo, right? It was for Ferran.
Ferran.
Yeah, because the graphics showed Araujo, yeah. It's a bad tackle. It's a bad tackle. But it's a frustration tackle, and it's not necessary with 15 minutes remaining.
It slows the game down.
It's given Real Madrid a chance to slow the game down and not play for another minute.
Yeah.
And Real Madrid still have 2 windows of substitutions, right, Bruno?
Yes. They've done just one change, this Asensio for Rodrigo, so they still have 2 windows and 4 possible changes.
Okay, set piece opportunity. Can be swung in by Alaba, loose ball inside the box. Militao, fortunately, couldn't keep it under control, but Real Madrid still have it. Now Asensio with the cross. The slip by Koundé, and Benzema volleys it out. What is happening? What is happening?
Wow.
This is total chaos.
We could easily be 5-0 down.
I'm wondering if that would have been offside, but not that it matters in the end. But
It would not have been offside.
No.
Araujo was in line with him. Koundé with a slip. And we got off easy with that one.
There's
Come on, guys.
time here. There's time. Come on.
The Barca just very disorganized. Very. I mean, we're rushing things.
Yeah.
Well, you brought in.
They are not in the match. Like the heads are not in there.
But we brought in Varane and Ansu. We can't even get the ball to them.
Exactly. You got to get them the ball.
And now the turn by Vinicius as Koundé tried to anticipate Koundé. Vinicius, the shot by Marcos.
I mean,
the save by ter Stegen. I mean,
he's keeping him in the game.
He's keeping him. I mean, if Barca survive this, we'll have
look back
survived
at that.
a really bad stretch of football here. There's no offside as Vinicius switches to Asensio. Low shot, looking for the curler. Ter Stegen plays it out for a corner kick. But Barca are making
This is what we need. Maybe this save just takes
mistakes that I'm finding
everything
really
out.
hard to understand here. It was a quick reaction after the second goal. But
Yeah, with
since
2 or
then,
3
Barca
chances.
have been disorganized. They've been rushing things. They've been making mistakes on and off the ball. They can't get the ball up to Varane, Ansu or Lewandowski. All the 50-50 balls are falling to Real Madrid players. Now Rudiger preventing Balde from taking the quick throw in. And even so, there's 12 minutes and Barca can score 2 goals in 12 minutes.
Of course we can.
Busquets driving forward. Ansu makes a run. Busquets passes it out wide to Ferran Torres. Varane's going to swing it in. Lewandowski goes up for the header. Couldn't connect. And a foul called on Lewandowski as the referee says he went in with the elbow first. There's just so much frustration that you can see there, Bruno.
Yes, and all these interruptions, of course, are against Barca now. Another player down for Real Madrid. And of course, in football, everything can happen. But the impression is that actually the game has ended after that goal in the first half, in the last minutes, because the team has started the second half mentally out. There has been a moment that seemed that the team was reacting after the second goal of Madrid, but with the 3-0, this reaction hasn't arrived yet.
No. Yet to react. I mean, I don't think we've had an opportunity after the 3-0. Well, there was that block shot by Balde, maybe, but
It's been a half to forget,
yeah,
to say the least.
most definitely. Just so many mistakes being made. Varane, Koundé, and now Araujo. But we don't have to rush it. Through ball by Araujo to Ferran Torres. He's got Alaba covering him. Ferran tries to get around him.
pull it
Ferran
back.
protects.
Let's have a
Someone
long
needs to come in and
possession.
support, but Modric gets there first before Gavi.
Yeah.
Let's have a long position.
I'll tell you what, this game is missing Pedri more than anybody else.
This is a
who's not here.
3-on-2 now. This is a 3-on-2 with Vinicius attacking down the middle. The pass to Benzema. Benzema puts it past ter Stegen, and this is over. A Barca attacking option turns into a counter-attack. Madrid make it 4-0 at the Spotify Camp Nou. Benzema scores a hat-trick.
And that is
Hat-trick number 4 in Clásicos in the 21st century.
the first Madrid hat trick in the 21st century.
Yeah. I see in the expression of Xavi that
Frustration is.
well, no,
like
that he can't
nothing.
understand what we're doing here. It's really hard to understand. Bruno, what's the reaction of the Spotify Camp Nou?
Well, there has been again some tension with some fans throwing some bottles of water, empty bottles at least, but well, we've experienced some terrible nights in these last years, but here at the Spotify Camp Nou, I think this is the worst one, also in recent years. Let's see, because now also more objects have been thrown to Courtois. Now the fans, of course, just fit very little, but they don't have to react like this. So the game again is interrupted, and my impression is the same one. This team has shown that to compete in the league, of course, is doing it really well. Even last year, when the team was suffering, also in the league did it well. But when this kind of decisive moments in ties arrives, mentally, something is missing, because today it's difficult to understand the second half, guys. It's true that the goal that Barça has let in is really tough at that moment, but you were all square at that moment. You cannot show this image in the second half.
No,
it's difficult to explain.
No, the meltdown of the second half. It's not the goals that we've conceded. It's just the general image, the mistakes that have been made, the rush, I don't know. I mean, it's
like
just
mentally they just switch off. After the Kessie penalty, they just switch off and they lost the focus on the game.
Yeah, this sport, more than any other sport that I enjoy watching, is based on overreactions. And so there's a lot of anger and frustration that's boiling up right now. But I think we're also missing a lot of this, is that the fight wasn't there, and that we've won games against this team in the last couple of weeks and months with these players. But it's hard to do that once, twice, 3 times. This was time number 4. At some point, Madrid were going to come back with a counterpunch.
Here is Balde. Balde with the cross inside, the header by Ansu Fati, soft into the hands of Thibaut Courtois.
And also, it's just to remember that Pedri, Dembele, Frankie, and Christensen are all out of this game, all 4 of whom could have made some kind of an impact in one way or another in this game.
But the problem of this game is not the injuries. It's like the difference of the first half and the second, because I felt like even though Madrid was winning at halftime, Barça was better in the first half than Real Madrid. We were well organized, we were battling in the midfield, we were creating opportunities and everything, and then all of a sudden, like, their minds just went out of the match.
Well, to me, at the beginning of the second half, Barca came out tired. Like, and Robert was saying it earlier, you were saying this team looks like they're gassed, and because you don't have all of those players available, the amount of substitutes that Xavi trusts at this point, at this stage, was limited. Yeah. It's Ansu and Ferran. But if you start other players, then you can bring others off the bench too.
What's going on, Bruno?
Yellow card to Koundé. I don't really know what happened. Something with Vinicius, I think. And yeah, the referee is just gonna book Koundé. It seems that they've been with a tense moment there between Vinicius and Koundé. But well, this also doesn't benefit now. Also, Barça. I mean, game it's practically over. Tie is practically over. But yeah, I don't know what happened. Let's see, because it seems that Vinicius now is gonna be replaced by Ceballos. Let's see.
Frustration boiling, and
he should get the yellow card, the second one. Come on, what are they waiting for?
The teammates telling Vinicius to just cut the crap and just leave. Just take the win. Now. Take the win and go. Take the win and go.
Substitutions now for Madrid. It's Vinicius coming off for Ceballos, and Valverde coming on for Tchouaméni. More tension now between the two teams.
This is something that I don't enjoy seeing particularly, because when we win 4-0, let's say last year, we want to win gracefully. Now we need to lose gracefully. But anyway.
But it's always the same man in the focus.
Anyway, the substitution has happened, no?
Yes, substitutions for Madrid. Vinicius is out. Yellow cards now for Balde and Alaba after more tense moments. And yes, Tchouaméni and Ceballos coming on for Madrid, and I think that also Rudiger is gonna come on, so triple change.
Right, substitutions for Real Madrid, and at this point, all we want really is for this to to be over. It's just so hard to understand how things have changed from one half to another only because of that late goal in the first half. If things go to half-time 0-0, we're talking about a completely different situation. Barca just melted down in the second. I don't remember a game in which we've seen players slip, make bad passes, bad decisions.
Even
so much.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just a complete and utter meltdown. But look,
that's football.
That's football. We've beaten them 4-0. We did it last year.
We beat them
celebrated.
3-1. We beat them 2-1.
And we beat them this year.
We beat them 1-0.
And today we need to accept defeat. They were the better team, especially in the second half. First half was all level. First half was all level. Second half, Real Madrid completely and absolutely dominated. And all we need to do now is just not let them embarrass us anymore here. A shot, the save by Ter Stegen.
You win some, you lose some.
You lose, yep.
That's it.
Yeah, it's the fashion in which we've lost, though. I mean,
yeah, but a 1-0.
When you want to, the tackle there on Ansu Fati from behind, a nasty tackle by Militao. Yellow card for Militao, Bruno.
Yes, yellow card for Militao. There's going to be long added time because there have been lots of interruptions, but I don't think anyone is enjoying now what's happening on the field. Benzema now is going to be replaced for Nacho. Well, it doesn't seem that Benzema has seen the board because now the referee is calling, I think, the player. There we go. More interruptions here. Let's see this free kick for Barca. And I will make a point about everything.
Yeah. I mean, going back to what we were saying, I accept that we go down. Real Madrid are a very good team. They are the defending La Liga champions. They're defending Champions League champions. But I want my team to go down punching. And I don't mean that literally. And it feels like the only thing that we've done is go down punching literally. We didn't give ourselves a chance to get back in this game. The second half was just I keep saying this word, but it was a meltdown, and we exposed ourselves unnecessarily when the game could still be kept under control.
The team was not mentally strong enough because there was a point like, okay, you're losing, but just one goal puts you into extra time. And it felt that they thought that they needed 3 goals. It felt that way, and they put all the game in a rush. And when you are with those hurries, nothing works.
Bruno.
No, my point in the end is, of course, one really bad game in many months. So I think also it would be unfair to just judge now the team after the result of this evening. But it's true that the chance this year to win the league against your big opponent after winning a Clásico in La Liga, to have the possibility to win this double, because of course Osasuna is in the final and Barça Madrid were going to be the big favourites to that one. To leave Madrid to 0 in the domestic championships and you with 2, I think it was an incredible chance to say to Madrid, we are back. And now, of course, this result, possible cup trophy for Madrid. Barca are going to win the league, but a big chance missed, I think.
I mean, but you know, what is the message of, hey, we're back? I get it. That
a header into the hands of Courtois, Sergio Roberto with the opportunity.
But this is a team that's trying to accomplish as much as they can in a very short amount of time. And you go out and you win the league, right? You got to the semis here. You would have wanted to win this tie. You haven't. I get it.
The problem is like it feels like
it's the way.
It's the way, but also it feels like you did the most
3
difficult
minutes
part.
of added time. 3 minutes.
Wow, thank you. If it could have been 2, it would have been better.
It feels like you did the most difficult part. That is like win with all the with all the injuries at Santiago Bernabeu, and this was supposed to be like the easy part.
Yeah, and it's the only round of the entire tournament that's 2 legs.
Yeah.
Right, Barca with the final possessions here. They're 4-0 down. And we'll miss the opportunity to go into the Copa del Rey final. And it felt like we had an amazing one, and right until the end of the first half, I insist. Marco Asensio on the break. Ansu Fati takes one for the team, fouls him and sees a yellow card. 2 minutes remaining of this absolute nightmare of a game. We'll be going over to Barça TV Plus for post-game highlights, reactions. Not that we want to see those highlights really, truthfully, but
not really.
It is what we do, and we'll see how the players and coaches react after this debacle at the Camp Nou. A minute and a half remaining. Real Madrid with a free kick in their favour, but it's far out. Just going to play it short. And keep their possession. Here is Tchouaméni. Back to Militao, and Militao all the way back to Thibaut Courtois. Courtois plays it long. Carvajal with Asensio. Asensio, the little nutmeg. Real Madrid inside Barca's box. Koundé clears, and it is a Barca throw-in on the left-hand side. Bruno, your final thoughts?
Yes, terrible night here at the Camp Nou, of course. We were really excited with the possibility to play another cup final. It's not going to be this year, but well, we should think, I think, in long term. The team, if there is not a massive disaster, are going to win for sure the league. And this was the priority of the season, so we have to, of course, stay confident on this team that are improving a lot in the last years. And next year's point is going to be to try and compete again in ties, in knockout stages, because, yes, it's where the Blaugranas are suffering more now.
Final seconds of this game. There was an offside call. It's going to end here. The referee blows the final whistle. And that is it for this nightmare of the game at the Spotify Camp Nou. Painful to watch, especially in the second half. Barca 0, Real Madrid 4. Real Madrid are in the final of the Copa del Rey. And, yep, second half to forget, Irati.
Yeah, it's a night to forget. Like, everything looked nice in the first half because everything was working on as we expected. It is true that it is always difficult to win that many Clásicos in a row. We had beaten them for 3 times in a row, and the fourth time it was for them. But as you said, the hardest part, it was seeing that the team just disappeared from the field after that penalty that Casillas committed. So yeah, it's a pity, but we have to go on. There's a Liga to win.
Spence.
Yeah, this is not an easy pill to swallow, and only time is going to heal this kind of wound. So it's still similar in the way that Barca lost in Europe this year, that there's other things to fight for. And the good thing is, for Barca's perspective, is that they do have this league that is going to carry them through to the next season. I think it's an overreaction to say that this could have been a massive statement to Madrid. Barca have already made a massive statement. And yes, they've done a lot of hard work, but they're going to be back in this competition and the rest of the year too.
Real Madrid players celebrating on the pitch at the Spotify Camp Nou. A well-deserved win for them. Congratulations to them for making it through to the final. Right, we're going to head over to Barça TV Plus for highlights and reactions. We're more interested in the reactions than the highlights, honestly. But if you want to stick with us, switch over to Barça TV Plus right now. Thank you. Spence, you go. Real Madrid in a game of a tale of two halves. Irati Vidal.